Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Y'all tap in. Y'all tap in. We going up tonight. We going Brycey. Yeah, y'all know how we do it.
I don't really be having nobody to talk to for real, so I grab my mic and play the beat, express myself, that's my therapy, I rap about shit I want to talk about, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kinda sad, I miss my nigga, dawg. I wish I had somebody to talk to about these feelings, dawg. And even though you try to talk, they ain't gonna listen, dawg. I hold it in when I blow up, they like I'm tripping, dawg. See, I can't take this shit no more, I'm to the ceiling, dawg. I grab my mic and play this beat, express my feelings, dawg. I wish I could have some assistance for my healing, dawg. It's like my mind was made just for folks to be stealing, dawg. And even though I feel alone, I hold my head, man. You said rock, but you still, I got scared, man. I faced the devil on my own, and I ain't fled, man. See, I went hit the head with him, and I ain't dead, man. See, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kinda sad, I miss my nigga, dawg. I wish I had somebody to talk to about these feelings, dawg. Now, even though we try to talk, they ain't gonna listen, dawg. I hold it in when I blow up, it's like I'm tripping, dawg. See, I can't take this shit no more, I'm to the ceiling, dawg. I grab my mic and play this beat, express my feelings, dawg. I wish I could have some assistance for this healing, dawg. It's like my heart was made just for folks to be stealing, dawg. See, so much love walked through that door, but still got hated. Broke so many fucking hearts, I know they hate.
Y'all tap in.
I know they flaking. I show so much fucking love, I know they fake. Sometimes I wanna cry, but it feel like I can't. Sometimes I wear a smile, but it's really just pain. Sometimes I hear the devil, but I really won't sing. Sometimes I wanna leave, but I know I just can't. See, I ain't gonna lie.
It's poppin'. Come on in, y'all know how we doing it.
I wish I had somebody to talk to.
Oh, listen, vibration. You feel me?
Even though you try to talk,
Seattle, it's poppin'.
I hold it in when I blow up, it's like I'm tripping, dawg. See, I can't take this shit no more.
Mind over matter, man. Mind over matter.
Express my feelings, dawg. I wish I could have some assistance for this healing, dawg.
Of course, it's all good, man.
Just for folks to be stealing, dawg.
Yeah, we vibing.
I just want to thank y'all for
we vibing. Y'all tap in. Y'all know how we do it, man. We jam for a little minute, get everybody coming in. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and grab your snacks. Go ahead and go ahead and grab your goodies. You feel me? Y'all know how we do it. Go ahead and grab your stuff, man. Grab your water, your juice. We're going up tonight.
If I ain't tell you that I love you, well, I promise I do. Sometimes, I may forget, but you ain't walking my shoes. So much trauma down that road, you had no choice, You trying to speak, but they won't listen, you had no voice, See, I understand how you feeling, no more feelings, See, I understand your love healing, but it's killing, It's like your heart was up for grabs, and they just stealing, That ice running through your veins, they ain't chilling, See, I'm just trying to get more than I receive now. I started meditating, trying to find some peace now. I changed my diet, vibrating high, no sheeps now. And birds who say, make your bed, change your sheets now. If I ain't tell you I love you, well I do. Seeing this blunt, I got louder than a chamomile. I'm sitting back, drinking this, and I ain't never been. I'm smoking affirmations to the sun, and the sun like angels around me. Crazy, I escaped that gunfight. I feel the chill up in my bones.
My spirit elevated. It's like I'm finally going home. You gotta learn to love yourself before you love someone else.
You gotta learn to give it out
before you get it for yourself. Look, see what you get is what you give. Your life is your state of mind. You living how you live. Look, respect yourself, nigga. Yeah, your life is your reflection. Bless yourself, nigga. And stop looking like everything is outside of you. Yeah, the moon, the stars is all inside of you.
Look yourself in the mirror.
Do what you gotta do. And drop tears, cut off tears is what you gotta do. Focus on yourself, don't let nobody bother you.
And understand what you desire, she desire you.
If I ain't tell you that I love you, well, I promise I do. Sometimes, I may forget, but you ain't walking my shoes. So much trauma down that road, you had no choice, I'm trying to speak, they won't listen, you had no voice, See, I understand how you feeling, no more feelings, See, I understand your love healing, but it's killing, y'all tap in. Come on in. Y'all come on in. Y'all know how we doing it. We're going to vibe for a little minute, and then we're going to jump into it. Community gathering. Y'all know how we do it, man. Yeah. Come on in. Go and get your snacks, get your grapes. You know what I'm saying? Go on and get right.
I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to me. I wake up and burn my sage in the morning. I sit back and close my eyes and feel the energy flowing. I turn vegan, yeah, I changed my diet. I enjoyed my poke and beans, but it was too many dimes. I started reading too. I started learning the truth. Understand a lot of shit I learned, it wasn't true. I started wanting land, attending the flowers. I started setting some intentions before I hop in the shower. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to me. I started meditating. I started finding peace. I stopped believing in the sky. Started believing me. I don't really smoke weed. See, I smoke herbs now. Chamomile and lavender. So calm your nerves now. I started healing trauma. You know, like shadow work. Ain't really had much growing up. So yeah, I did some dirt. But you see, I still forgive myself. I had to look up in the mirror. I had to heal myself. I had to understand my thoughts were powerful, nigga. I made sure I spoke my goals like every hourly, nigga. See, at this moment now, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me as long as I stay on track. I'm feeling close to the God.
Come in, get your snacks, man.
I'm feeling close to the
God.
God.
Right.
I'm feeling close to the God. Look, I'm feeling close to the me. Creating wealth for these generations. I'ma speak the truth, I'ma touch their heart. You can feel my penetration. I'ma make sure they remember this name. Even though I'm fully healed, I'ma still remember the pain. But it's okay though. I'm a God, bro. Energy can't be destroyed. I'm alive, bro. Now I understand. What you focus on, grow big. I focus on getting a million. And I damn sure did. Now just focus, bro. Just focus, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro. Now just focus, bro. Keep focused, bro. Your life is your state of mind. Keep hoping, bro. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I'm feeling close to the God. I am that. I've been that. And day by day, I'm gonna get closer to that. And I'm forever be that. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. I am.
Woo! Shit! Every time. Look, every time. Every single time. I am that. I've been that. And day by day, I'm going to get closer to that. And I'm going to forever be that. As I think it, as I speak it, as I write it, so it shall be. I am. Yeah, I am. What's popping? What's popping? What's popping, y'all? Yeah, we back in here with another one, community gathering. As y'all can see, the first topic is gonna be fruits and veggies. Y'all know how I like to introduce these lives. First and foremost, we're gonna start with a prayer. I give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have connected myself and all the beings that are on this channel right now. I give honor and thanks for the powers that be to give me the ability to obtain knowledge, to convert this knowledge into wisdom, to be able to teach not just myself, but the people, places, and things around me. I also send that same energy out to you all as well, to obtain this knowledge, to have the ability to obtain this knowledge, convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach yourself, but the people, places, and things around you. I give honor and thanks to the powers that be, and I speak nothing but life and power. Amen. Ashe. Amen. Ashe. All of the above, whatever you shall subscribe to. All right, what's popping, y'all? What's popping? Yeah. We back in here, man. We back in here, y'all. How y'all feeling? Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling well? Everybody feeling alive, fulfilled, at peace, calm, belective, bull, bomb, and belective. Y'all know it. Hey, listen, so look, real quick. This is another community gathering. But as y'all can see, before I indulge into the community gatherings, questions, concerns, statements, whatever the case may be, I like to dive into a topic real quick. And as y'all can see, we're gonna do fruits versus vegetables. Now, real quick before I dive into it, right? If any one of y'all have any questions, right? Either put your questions inside the question box, and or again, this is a community gathering, so you can join the live with me. If you want to join the live with me, you can just press the video request, and then you can you can join the live with me. All right. So again, if you got questions, put it in the question box. If you want to join on with me and have a dialogue, whatever the case may be, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So boom, community gathering, right? Fruits versus vegetables, as y'all know, for those that do follow me, I've been on a fruit fast, a fruit juice fast. Specific reasons, spiritual reasons, physical reasons, you know what I mean? Whatever reason that may be for me and for you all that has joined me. I give honor and thanks for those that join me as well. But one thing about it is that when it comes to fruit, right? Even on my website with my herbs and my healing herbs and healing people, a lot of people ask me, is it good to first off eat fruits and vegetables? And is it good to mix your fruits and vegetables? You know what I'm saying? Now, before I dive into that, right? And I'm going to break all that down. If I forget, remind me. But one thing about it is that you do not need vegetables to heal, first and foremost. I'm going to say this again. You do not need vegetables to heal, nor do you need protein to build. I'm going to say this one more time. You do not need vegetables to heal, and you do not need protein to build. Let me explain. I know some of y'all like, wait, hold up, wait, pause, hold on, blood, you tripping. Listen, let me explain. I'm going to dive into it real quick. You feel me? So, boom. First and foremost, when it comes to protein, right? Protein does not fuel, nor does protein give you energy. Okay? Protein does not fuel, nor does protein give you energy. Now, boom. I'm going to dive into the protein part as well. Now, I just want to say, right? All the individuals that I have helped heal, all the people that I have reversed different ailments and diseases inside of the body were only on nothing but fruit, right? Why? Because we have to understand that fruit cleanse, vegetables rebuild. Now, don't get me wrong. Listen, don't take what I'm saying as if I'm like just bashing vegetables. Listen, vegetables is good for what they are good for, all right? Fruits is what are good for what they are good for as well. And I've explained this multiple times in my posts, but I decided to go ahead and go on live about it. We have to understand that fruits and vegetables digest and they break down inside of the body two different ways. Okay? It break down inside of the body two different ways. That's why I tell people, like, even with my juice, right? I told certain individuals, do not mix your fruits and vegetables. When you juice, make a smoothie. When you eat, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, like, because the body breaks it down different. And one thing about it is that the body breaks down the most simplest thing that you put inside of the body. So think about it. Fruits, first off, we have to understand that fruits is the most naturalist diet, is the most naturalist carbon electrical food on this planet that our body can naturally digest without anything, right? Vegetables, on the other hand, is completely different. Now, what do I mean by that, right? For an example, when you eat fruit, right? Your fruit, first off, the digestive system, your body breaks down everything into fruit, into sugar, right? Which is fructose and glucose. It breaks it down in the simplest form to be able to process it, and so the body can use it as energy, which is ATP, ADP, and AMP. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna explain all that later. Got you. Give me a minute. So boom. So when you eat fruit, right? The fruits break down into ATP, right? No, first off, it breaks down into fructose. When it breaks down into fructose, which is natural sugar, which is simple sugar, what happens is that fructose penetrates the cell, which is called cellular infusion. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that's the simplest form. It breaks down and it penetrates the cell, cellular infusion, and then a body turns it into ATP, and which is nothing but energy, right? Now, what happens with vegetables is it's a step right before this cellular infusion. What happens is that when you eat vegetables, or when you take in vegetables, right, your body breaks it down and it breaks down into glucose. Now, what happens is that when it breaks down into glucose, your pancreas now have to secrete insulin, which is salt compound. Yes, your pancreas naturally produces insulin, right? When your pancreas has to produce this insulin, and that salt compound has to carry that glucose that you get from the vegetables to penetrate the cell. So that's the difference between fruits and vegetables. You have to understand the biochemistry, the biology and the chemistry of the body, and how the body breaks this stuff down. Now, I have assisted in healing the body. For an example, diabetes, right? I have had I had four patients that had diabetes, you know what I'm saying, these past 2 years that I've helped, right? And I had them on a high fructose diet. It sounds crazy, I know. Let me explain. What happens is that I didn't just have them on a high fruit diet, right? I had them on fruits, I had them on spring water, and I had them on herbs, right? Now, the sugar, what happens is this diabetic person, when they eat this fruit, of course their sugar will spike up a little bit, but after a short period of time, it's gonna oxidize. Now, what oxidize means is that that it's just gonna combine with oxygen, right? And so what happens is it balances itself out. Now, what happens is that you don't need insulin when you eat this fruit. So that means that when you eat fruit and you have diabetes, you don't necessarily need your pancreas to work. You know what I'm saying? That's why people have diabetes, because their pancreas has had an overload and is not secreting insulin. So now their blood sugar is high, and now they go to the doctor, and the doctor gives them synthetic insulin. And now this synthetic insulin then dries out your bones. Now you not just have diabetes, you got high blood pressure, you getting arthritis. And then one thing about salt and sugar, complex synthetic salt and sugar is literally a neurotoxin. You have neural pathways, your your sensory systems, right? What happens is that when you take in this when you take in this synthetic salt, it dries your bones and it dries out your nervous system, right? And what happens is everything grows from the ground up towards the sun. That's the natural way. So when you're taking in this insulin and you know what I'm saying, and then you're not changing your diet, you're not doing any better, what happens is that at this point, your nervous system starts to unravel from the base up. So that's why a lot of people that have diabetes and their foot goes numb, that's because their nervous system is unraveling because it's dried out and it's dehydrated. And then when they go to the doctor, because the doctor don't really know shit, what does the doctor tell you? Oh, we're going to cut your foot off. You know what I'm saying? It's brazy. Listen, I'm telling you, it's brazy. But look, let me break it down. Now, what happens is that the only reason why I'm saying is because all the people that I've healed and that I've helped, I'm not even going to say that I healed, because we have to understand that the body, it was created to heal itself. Okay? So technically, I'm not healing nothing. What I'm doing is that I'm assisting your body into healing and to help speed up the healing process. Okay, so again, all the people that I've helped heal were on fruits and not vegetables. Why? Because again, vegetables cleanse. Let me rewind. All the people that I've helped heal were on fruits. Why? Because fruits cleanse and vegetables rebuild. That's why the strongest and the biggest animal on this planet eat what? They eat fruit. They eat vegetables. The silverback gorilla. I'm talking about cut like, yeah, I'm talking about out there. Strong, big. You know what I'm saying? He's strong, big. Why? Because he's eating vegetables. He's building that muscle. Now, elephants, big. They eat vegetables. They eat nothing but vegetables. When you see a cow is like 600-700 pounds. Why? Because they're eating that grass. They're eating the vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Again, fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. It's 170 people in here. You gotta say 170? Damn, sure do. It's 174 people in this class. I need at least 20 people to say that. I need to make sure that y'all paying attention. All right? I need at least 20 people saying fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. I just want to make sure y'all paying attention. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. I need at least 20 people. 20 people saying this so I can continue. I need at least 20 people to say this before I can continue. All right, boo. Okay, bet. Oh, yeah, y'all paying attention. Oh, yeah, y'all present. Y'all present with me. Y'all are present with me. I like that for sure. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. Now, what we have to understand is that, right, when we jump into fruits, right? So, boom. Fruits break down into fructose. Now, don't get me wrong. The body then breaks this fructose down into glucose as well. But it's in this it's the most naturalist glucose, you know what I'm saying, to penetrate the cells. It's brazy how it works, but basically this, right? Fruits break down into fructose, which then break down into simplest form of glucose to penetrate the cell, called cellular infusion, breaks down into ATP to give the body energy, right? Vegetables, on the other hand, only breaks down into glucose, and it needs help from the pancreas to secrete insulin, so that salt compound carries that glucose, that sugar compound, to penetrate the cell and break down into ATP to give you energy. Now, fructose, right? Fruits are full of carbon, okay? Carbon. Listen to the term which I'm using, y'all. Fruits is the most carbonic. Fruits has the highest potency of carbon on this planet than any other food on this planet. Now, what is carbon full of? Carbon is full of melanin, neuromelanin. Guess what you are made up of? You are made up of carbon. What does that mean? That means you have melanin, neuromelanin inside of you. You are made up of neuromelanin, right? So The reason why this is important is because when this carbon is full of neuromelanin, and you need neuromelanin to open up the meridian pathways inside of your body. For those that don't know what meridian pathways is, it's pretty much the biological clock of your entire system. You know what I'm saying? Your body to be able to know when to go to sleep, when to be serious. You know, melatonin, serotonin, oxytocin, all of that. You know what I'm saying? All the chemicals. These are the meridian pathways: the glandular highway, the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, the center cortex of the brain, like all of this, the pancreas, the kidneys, all of that. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to understand carbon. Is full of melanin and neuromelanin, which is nothing but fruit. What also emphasizes that carbon and neuromelanin into the fruit? That means it's the highest electrical food on the planet. I've told y'all before, right? I told y'all plenty of times. We are electrical beings, so we must eat electrical things. Fruit is the highest electrical the fruit is the highest electrical food on this planet. It has the largest electrical field than any other food on this planet. Vegetables, on the other hand, do not have as much carbon and neuromelanin as fruit. Okay? I'm explaining, just be bull with me, all right? Now, we must know that we must understand that carbon also is nothing but sugar. That's it. Carbon is nothing but sugar. Neuromelanin is nothing but sugar. Carbon is neuromelanin. Dark matter energy is nothing but sugar. Your brain literally cannot even operate without sugar. Your DNA is sugar. Your chromosomes is sugar. Your organs operate off sugar. Your entire system, your entire molecular makeup needs sugar to even continue, to even operate. Your brain literally needs sugar to think. That's why everything that you eat, we all know about white rice. It breaks down into a total carbohydrate. What is a total carbohydrate? It's a complex sugar. Now the thing is that when your body breaks down complex sugar, it is not breaking down in its natural form of fructose and glucose. So that means that this that means this complex sugar is now moving through the meridian pathways, through your cells. But what happens is, because it's not being broken down, it clumps up and it binds together, which then turns into diseases of the body, pretty much, right? Now, we have to understand that, again, vegetables are not bad, okay? So I don't want people to think that I'm saying vegetables are bad. The only reason why I'm emphasizing fruits versus vegetables is because I have a lot of people that hit me up for healing, basically healing cases. I have a lot of people that hit me up about healing. I have a lot of people that hit me up about cleansing. I heard a lot of people that hit me up about just taking care of the body and getting rid of different things and different ailments inside of the body. The only way you can do that is by way of fruit and not vegetables. Now, I also want to point out this, right? We do not need to rebuild anything when we're cleansing. When we need to cleanse, we do not need to be rebuilding, because you have to understand that, for an example, if you have a cyst, matter of fact, if you have a fibroid, right? For all my women on here, because I get a lot of cases of fibroids. If you have a fibroid, right, but you're eating nothing but vegetables, what you're doing is that fibroid is not, that cyst, right, it's not being cleansed out. What happens is that it clumps up and it crystallizes, right, because of the mucus and the et cetera, all the et cetera, the chemicals that the body releases, it just builds up. Now, what happens is, if you're just eating vegetables and not fruit, the cleanse, what happens is now more muscles builds on top of that cyst. And what happens is that cyst gets bigger. Why? Because fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild, right? Now, another thing. So when it comes to fruits, right, we have to understand that, well, I touched on that, but again, it is impossible to cleanse on vegetables, right? So we have to understand the chemical makeup of vegetables versus fruit now, right? And so real quick, let me double back. Let me rewind with the diabetes, right? So when it comes to different people the 4 people that I help with diabetes, we have to understand that also different fruits assist in healing. So when it comes to diabetes, right? And I had a few people, like I said, my 4 healing cases with diabetes, I had them on specific fruit. I didn't have them on all kinds of fruit, just eat your fruits. No, I had them on specific fruit. That's why you have to be educated and enlightened on, okay, if I'm trying to heal something, if I'm trying to get rid of something, and if I'm trying to cleanse something, if I'm trying to estrange something, if I'm trying to shrink something like a tumor or a cyst or a fibroid or mucus, if I'm trying to do, it's specific fruits that you have to eat. So when it comes to diabetes, I had those 4 people on nothing but berries. I had them on berries and melons, watermelons, strawberries and blueberries and blackberries. I did have them on grapes as well, but seeded grapes. All right, seeded grapes. All of this is very important. Now, what happens is that, okay, so now fast forward the difference between fruits and vegetables, right? So now when it comes to when it comes to vegetables, we have to understand that vegetables is full of nitrogen. It's full of nitrogenic acid, which is nothing but nitrogen. You know what I'm saying? I know that word gonna be kind of like, whoa, hold up, acid, but we have to understand that nitrogen does nothing but build. Fruits are also full of arginine. I mean, not fruits, but vegetables are also full of arginine. Arginine is another chemical that also builds. Remember on my last live, I don't know, of course, probably not, but on the last live when I was speaking about the female's reproductive system and the fact that a lot of the hormones are not being cleansed out, you know what I'm saying? That builds the chemical of arginine, and you have to watch what you eat, because arginine is a chemical that builds. It's a building agent. It's a binding agent. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it's important to understand that you don't need protein to build. Boom. You see how I just dive in there, right? So I'm adding, I hope I ain't talking too fast, but listen. So where does protein play in part, right? So a lot of people think that, boom, okay, real quick. I said nitrogen and I said arginine in vegetables, right? That is the 2 major chemicals in vegetables that helps build anything inside of the body, right? Now, when it comes to protein, we have been conditioned and learned, of course, that protein does what? It builds, right? Now, the problem is that we have been conditioned to believe that complex protein is healthy for us. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's a program, and that's something that is contrary of. Complex protein is something that we're not supposed to be putting inside of our body. What we need to be, if we're really trying to build muscle or build anything inside of the body, what we need is simple amino acids. Simple amino acids is full of what? The 2 binding agents. Nitrogen and what else? Arginine. Nitrogen and arginine. This right here is completely, majority of this arginine and the majority of the arginine and the nitrogen is inside of vegetables. That's why I said the biggest and the strongest animal on this planet right now, eats nothing but vegetables. So that's where the protein comes from. Now, these binding agents inside of these vegetables, they create simple amino acids. These simple amino acids bind together and create protein, and that's how you build muscle. That's why I say that you don't need protein to build. You need simple amino acids. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you have to understand, you can only use vegetables to rebuild and not cleanse. Now, another thing real quick, right? Now, when it comes to herbs, you have to understand that what? Herbs are actually vegetables. But the thing is that you can cleanse with, okay, it's going to sound contrary, but you can actually cleanse with vegetables, but it is a lot of processing that you have to do when it comes to vegetables. You got to water it down, you got to dry it out, you got to dehydrate it, you got to shift it, you got to sift it. You got to do a lot of things to turn that vegetable into an herb. Again, you have to do a lot. It's a lot of processes to turn that vegetable into an herb. And so now when you turn that vegetable into a herb, now you're able to get the biophotons, you're able to get the nutrients, the vital minerals, the tannins. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to understand that, okay, yes, you could take your herbs, you know what I'm saying? But just imagine if you're just doing this on your own. You know what I mean? It'll be best to go eat fruits. And of course, if there are herbs and if you're knowledgeable of herbs or if you know a herbalist, you know what I'm saying? You can hit them up and get herbs that has already been broken down to assist the fruits and the body to cleanse, to heal. And then one thing about vegetables, you have to understand that all plants are aware. All plants are aware, but one thing about vegetables is that they are so smart that you have to understand that vegetables, no plant wants to get eaten, okay? No plant wants to get eaten, so it protects itself through the cellulose, right? And so the cellulose is pretty much like a cover. It's a cover of the plant, right? And so most of us, not even just most of us, we do not have the ability to really chew and break down that cellulose to get the vital nutrients, to get the tannins, to get all the minerals from that vegetable. And 9 times out of 10, most of us don't even fully know how to chew the way we really supposed to chew to be able to break down food. Most of us eat, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still working on that. But most of us, we'll bite some food, chew it 3-4 times and swallow it. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to vegetables, you have to really know how to chew that food and break down that cellulose wall and get all of those tannins and get all of those nutrients and et cetera, et cetera. That's why it's important to know fruits versus vegetables. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. That cellulose combines with nitrogen and nitrogen and what is it? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It combines and it pretty much builds. You know what I'm saying? It builds the body. It builds everything up. So you have to understand that, hey, fruits, vegetables. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. Okay? Now again, for those that's just joining in and just jumping in, I'm not saying that vegetables are bad. All right? Vegetables are good, but you have to understand what are you using the vegetables for and what are you using the fruits for. And then you have to understand that again. When you're juicing, do not mix the vegetables and fruit. When you make a smoothie, do not mix the vegetables and fruit. Because why? Because the body can only break down one thing at a time. On top of that, the body can only break down the simplest thing that you put inside of the body. Our body is what? It's naturally a frugivore. So that means that our body is gonna. So for an example, if you eat fruits and vegetables, you got fruits and vegetables on that one plate, right? And you eating fruits, and then you eating the vegetables all at the same time. Your body is only going to be able to break down that fruit. And so while your body is breaking down that fruit and extracting all the minerals and the tannins and the biophotons and the carbon and the melanin, the neuromelanin from this fruit, and break it down into fructose, and then break it down into glucose, and then penetrate the cells called cellular infusion, and then breaks it down into ATP and stores it for energy. The vegetables are just sitting and they're fermenting inside of the body. And while those vegetables sit inside of the body, sit inside the small intestines, the large intestines, and it's just sitting, it creates gases. That's why most of us, when we eat, we do what? We call pass gas. Why? Because that food is literally sitting and fermenting, and now you have to belch. Now you have to poop. I mean, not poop, but you have to fart. You have to pass gas. Listen, man, look, man. Vegetables rebuild and fruits clean. I need 15 people. Fuck it. I need 25 people. 25 people. I need 25 people to say this. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. I need 25 people right now. Run that shit up. Run it up. Run it up. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. There we go. There we go. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. I need 25 people so I can continue. 25 people. Give me about 20 more minutes. Give me about 20 more minutes, y'all. We're gonna dive into the community gathering because I see a few people got questions. You know what I'm saying? A few people trying to join into the live. Yeah, so again, if y'all have any questions, please put the questions in the question box. And if y'all want to join on my live and, you know, have a dialogue, concerns, questions, whatever the case may be, add, request to join in. You know what I'm saying? I bet. Is that 25 people? Hold on. That look like 10. Let me see. 1, 2. Yeah, that's about 25. Yeah, about 25. Yeah, about 25. Let me see. Nah, that about 10. That about 10. Hold on. But I need 5 more people. 5 more people. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. Listen, I just want to make sure y'all paying attention. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I just want to make sure y'all learning. I want to make sure y'all overstanding, understanding, and understand everything that I'm saying. All right? That's the only reason. That's all I'm asking y'all. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I bet. We good. We ready to go. Now, remember what I said. Fruits are full of carbon, right? Fruits are full of carbon. Carbon is full of melanin, neuromelanin, which makes it the most electrical, magnetic food on this planet. Now we have to break down this, right? Where does this carbon come from? Where does this electromagnetic frequency and how is it the highest frequency food on the planet, right? It's this thing called photosynthesis. Now, most of us learn what photosynthesis is in school. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. I was supposed to learn it, but I wasn't really paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you know what I mean? But what is photosynthesis, right? So we have to understand this, right? We breathe in oxygen. Our body breaks this oxygen down, and then we breathe out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is nothing but a byproduct of oxygen, of our body breaking this down, right? Now, what happens is that the plants breathe in that carbon dioxide, right? And again, those plants, real quick, those plants are full of water from whatever, if you watering them, from the rain, from the soil, whatever the case may be. Now, what happens is that this carbon dioxide is breathed through the plants. And what happens is that the plants then gets the phytonutrients and this sulfur from the sun, right? And what happens is photosynthesis happen with when the carbon dioxide, when the sulfur and the water and the sulfur and the photoprotons, when it combines, what happens is that it breaks down together. It breaks down and it turns into H3O2. Did I say this right? H3O2. Yes. Correct. It breaks down into H3O2. What is H3O2? H3O2 is the highest form of okay, so remember, I think like 2-3 lives ago, I was explaining about how fruit juice is much more powerful than water, right? So again, that's a fact. Why? Because it has more minerals, it has more biophotons, it has more tannins, it has more carbon, it has more neuromelanin inside of this, inside of the fruits, inside of this juice. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that this H2O then it get heated up by the sun, and what happens is that it goes down through the reproductive system of the plant. The reproductive system of the plant is the seed. The seed of the plant is nothing but the fruit. So all of these minerals that this plant is getting, the sulfur, the biophotons, the biochemical, the H2O, all of this, the carbon dioxide, all of this is broken down into a much similar process called photosynthesis. And what happens is it breaks down and it travels through the plant into the reproductive system of the body, which is the actual fruit of the plant. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I just want to make sure y'all understand what I'm saying. and understanding what I'm saying. So basically, all I'm saying is that fruits absorb more sunlight than the vegetables. All right, I'm talking too fast. Somebody said I'm talking too fast. Yeah, I listen. I just get excited, man. When I be talking, my bad. I just be, when I get, man, listen, when I get up in here, man, I get excited. Hey, listen, please put your questions inside the question box. Put the questions inside the question box. Let me see. I just want to make sure y'all good. All right, for sure. Everybody copacetic, double checked it. All right, so now last thing is two. Okay, so let me see. Give me 5 more minutes, y'all. Give me 5 more minutes. So the two last things I want to touch on, right? Now we have to understand something, right? Fruits. Fruits are the most highest electrical food on this planet, right? We are electrical beings and we must eat electrical things. Now, why do I say this? I say this because our DNA is made up of nothing but electrical current, right? So the reason why in my videos, why I show off or emphasize why my fruits have seeds is because, one, anything natural is supposed to be able to reproduce. Period. Anything natural is supposed to be able to reproduce. Now, if something that you're putting inside of your body cannot reproduce, that means it is not natural. And you must understand that unnatural people do unnatural things. Now, I ain't saying that, the people that have to eat certain things are unnatural. No. I'm speaking about the beings that created this unnatural shit. Unnatural people do unnatural things. Now, the reason why I want to emphasize that we are electrical beings and fruit are electrical, and the reason why I want to emphasize H3O2 is because it's the most highest vibrational fluid and food that we can eat. What happens when we put these high vibrational entities inside of our body? Our DNA structure and chromosomes start to change. They start to unlock. They start to rewire themselves. And what interesting is, it just brought me, what's interesting is that when I started to change my diet, right? When I started to change certain things about what I put inside of my body, I could tell my DNA and my chromosomes and my entire molecular structure was changing, because at this point I was, like, certain things wouldn't smell good to me anymore. You understand what I'm saying? I would eat certain things and I'm like, nah, I can't eat this. Like, for an example, right? I remember a couple weeks ago, I was in the store and I was like, no, I wasn't in the store, but the homie had some Skittles, right? And I was like, I know I'm not supposed to eat these Skittles. I know these Skittles are not good for me, but I want to really see if I can taste the chemicals inside of these Skittles, right? So I bust down 2-3 Skittles. I was like, I could literally taste the high fructose corn syrup. I could literally taste the fructose corn syrup. I could literally taste the dyes, the yellow 10s, the blue 40s, the red 30s. I could literally, like, my entire palate on my, like, when your palate on your tongue changes, that's how you know that your entire DNA is changing. Now, the reason why I want to emphasize that is because we have to pay attention to what fruit that we're getting, because they are purposely infiltrating and manipulating the things we eat because they know who we are. They know that once we change our molecular structure, once our DNA start to unlock, once our minds start to unlock, they say over 90% of our DNA is called junk DNA. It's just locked DNA that we're not using. Hello. So we have to pay attention. That's one thing I want to touch on. Now, the last thing I'm going to touch on, and we're going to dive into this community gathering, right? So the last thing I want to touch on is immune system, right? Because I had a lot of people on my, I had a lot of people emailing me, you know what I'm saying, asking me how to build their immune system. Now, when you start studying the biochemistry and the chemistry and the biology of the body, you start to understand that there is no such thing as an immune system. Now, let me explain why. Because when you start studying these things, right, you will start to understand that they say, well, what you'll read is that over 90% of the immune system is in the lymphatic system. Over 90% of the lymphatic system is in the gut. So that means that if your gut is healthy, that means your lymphatic system is healthy. That means if your lymphatic system is healthy, then that means this made up, make-believe word of immune system is healthy, right? Thanks to Yaki, you know what I'm saying? I give honor and thanks to the God, you feel me? The great teacher. Instead of immune system, we call it the great lymphatic defense system. Why I say that is because the lymphatic system is what kills the bacteria, what kills the toxins inside of your body, what get rid of toxins and poisons inside of your body. Of course, you know, different organs as well, but you have to understand that once all of this is broken down, it goes through the lymphatic system, and the lymphatic system is what eats and get rid of all of this. So if your gut is healthy, your lymphatic system is healthy, that means there's no such thing as getting sick. There's no such thing as getting sick. There's no such thing as having a running nose or a headache, and headache is nothing but blood pressure building up inside of the head. And you know what's crazy is that a lot of people actually develop disease because they don't even know how to breathe right. You can literally get rid of a headache by knowing how to correctly breathe. Hello. Matter of fact, it's a book. Damn, it's in the room. Matter of fact, y'all hold on real quick. I'm going to get it for y'all. So, check this, right? It's this book. It's called Breathe by James Nestor. Crazy. This book literally breaks down the correct way how to breathe. And it also breaks down different practices you can do to heal all kind of disease. I'm talking about it literally broke down a breathing technique for all my spiritual beings in here, right? It literally broke down a breathing technique that literally enhances your consciousness to be able to start hallucinating and actually tap into different realms, like literally right there within like 30 minutes. Now, don't get me wrong, it's pretty intense. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, if you do get this book, I don't advise y'all to just, I don't advise y'all to just dive into the breathings. Okay, what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, take your time. Oh, this is the book. My bad, y'all. This is the book. It's called Breathe by James Nestor. Powerful. Literally breaks down breathing. So even when it comes to different diseases and healing, like we have to learn, first off, we have to learn what to eat. Then we got to learn how to eat. Then on top of that, we have to learn how to chew. Then we got to learn how to breathe. Like all of this works together. You understand what I'm saying? So, boom. Man, I pray I educated some people, man, and enlightened some people on certain things. That is pretty much the conclusion of fruits versus vegetables. If you come to me and you ask me to help your body heal, if you ask me to assist you in healing, I'm going to tell you to literally eat fruit. That's why on a lot of my packages, when you go on my website, thebloodthatheals.com, and you order any packages or any capsules or any teas, I advise I advise doing a 90% fruit and 10% vegetables. Now, I only advise doing 90% fruits and 10% vegetables if you pretty much purchase a package and if you are trying to heal something. The reason being is because why I do 90% fruit and 10% vegetables is because it is possible to heal too fast and you can damage something. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're trying to heal a tumor, for an example, right? You've never done a detox. You never cleanse your lymphatic system. You never cleanse your large intestines, your small intestines, your gut. You never ever filtered your kidneys. You never cleansed the pancreas and the liver that breaks down the top. Excuse me. If you've never done any of this, I definitely advise if you purchase a package, 90% fruit, 10% vegetables. You want to attack the body with cleansings. Cleanse. But you can cleanse too fast and you can damage something. So maybe like once or twice a week, you know what I'm saying? Eat a nice, healthy, heavy salad. Why? Because guess what? Those vegetables are going to do what? It's going to slow down your healing process because it has nitrogen and it has nitrogen and, I'm going so fast, the other chemical. But, boom. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, when you think about it, that's how you know you cannot fully heal and or cleanse on vegetables. Why? Because the vegetables literally slows down your healing modality of the body. Literally. So, yeah, man. Y'all purchase anything or whatever the case may be. If you healing, whatever, if you trying to go through a cleanse, whatever the case may be, man, drink some juice, drink some fresh squeezed juice, not no juice in the middle of at Walmart that got nothing but preservatives that's been on the shelf for 3-4 weeks. If you go in the kitchen, if you juice some fruit right now, that motherfucker ain't gonna last no more than 4 days. I promise you. It's going. What happens is that it's gonna sit there and ferment. Right, because it has no preservatives. It's gonna sit there and it's gonna ferment, and then when you try to bust it down, it's gonna be all kind of it's gonna be carbonated. It's gonna literally be like soda. Why? Because it's broken down, it's fermented, it's full of bacteria now. That's why kombucha is, you know what I mean? Yeah, but y'all get it. Y'all understand and understand what I'm saying. Fruits versus vegetables. Fruits cleanse, vegetables rebuild. All right, now, boom. I pray I educated some people, man. I pray y'all understood what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you good, man. Let me see. All right, let me see. Hold on. Let me look at y'all comments real quickly. Split, you feel me? Thank you. Good night. I thought I was fasting and been doing it wrong. Oh yeah, it's all good. Hey man, we learn something new every day. Let me see, man. Let me try to. Is kombucha healthy? Yes, kombucha is healthy. What I do advise is that you get the kombucha. I get the synergy because it doesn't have added sugar. You know what I'm saying? That's the kombucha I drink. I drink the one that ain't got no added sugar, non-GMO, organic. You know what I'm saying? Fermented. You know what I mean? It's the correct way. Boom. And the reason why it's fermented is because it has the bacteria. It has good bacteria. Now, don't get me wrong. You can build your own good bacteria by drinking, some good tea. You know what I mean? Different herbs like, biofilm bacteria like black walnut hulls. You can do burdock root. You can do, what else? It's cat's claw to build probiotics. You got cat's claw. You got wormwood to build some probiotics, and all of these when you build in probiotics, all of these get rid of UTIs, STDs, all kind of bacteria infections. Yeah, I got you can go to the Blood That Heals, and you know what I'm saying. You can go to the bloodthatheals.com and get in real quick the probiotic tea. But again, like I tell all my people that get on here, listen, you ain't gotta purchase nothing. You can go on my website. I got all the ingredients. Yeah, I got all. Why? Because I'm here to assist your healing. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to assist your healing and to all my inspired healers and herbalists. Yeah. Go on my website. Look at my ingredients. Go brazy. Look up the ingredients. Don't just take the ingredients and be like, oh, this is what this good for, and then boom. Nah, because again, when it comes to different herbal compounds, you know, it's different ratios. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to do too much bloodroot, because bloodroot, it can be toxic after, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, you know, yeah, you can go to my woo woo, you know what I'm saying? Look at the woo look at the ingredients, and you can do your own little thug thizzle, or you can go on my website and purchase whatever you want to do, whatever fits your boat. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, for sure. All right, so let me see. All right, so boom. All right, so let's see what's going on. All right, so boom. So I got one person raising her hand. I believe this is a queen. Yeah, Goddess Laurencia. I pray I said your name correctly. You raised your hand. Come on. Yeah, now we're finna dive into the community gathering. So you raised your hand. You come on to the front of the class right now. You raised your hand. What's that?
Peace and love, everyone.
What's poppin', Queen? How you feeling?
Yes, I'm feeling good. You know, I've been watching you for a minute. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Queen. I really appreciate that.
Yes. I just want to say I'm proud of you. I'm thankful, and we need more people like you, because I can testify and be like, you know, throughout my nursing journey, they were just, you know, feeding and trying to heal people with just medicine and pills and all those things in nature. Mind you, I was like, you know what? How about I take myself out that, you know, illusion and start actually finding holistic health by finding ways to heal my body. I used to suffer with heavy bleeding.
Yeah.
And it was bad. Like, I had that since I was 16 years old. So I decided to just become a vegan. And I found your page. And the things that you were saying, I was like, why not try it?
Yeah.
So I started changing my diet. I started fasting, cleansing my body. I still be cheating, though. Don't get me wrong.
And listen, hey, look, it's balanced. One brick a day, you'll have a house. It's all good.
You feel me? So, but, you know, I cheat with pescatarian kind of stuff. Like, I don't eat meat whatsoever, pork, red meat, none of that. I don't like it. So ever since then, like, my senses changed. Like, now I'm smelling better. I'm hearing better. I'm seeing better. All the mucus that was in my eye, I don't wear my glasses no more. Wow. It's just like everything changed within my aura. When people see me, they see like a huge glow. And I was like, I mean, you guys just need to jump on, because, you know, eating meat is not where it's at no more. You got to cleanse your body. You got to educate yourself with eating fruits and vegetables and all those things in nature. So I'm very grateful for you, and I thank you for you. And I have another question.
What's up?
So what should a woman do when she's on her period? What kind of fruits do you recommend her to eat?
When she's on her cycle?
Yes.
You could definitely eat melons. You can eat melons or juice melon, like watermelons, seeded watermelons, because they regulate the blood. They regulate the blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? So you can eat melons, berries. Pretty much the same that I do with my 4 diabetic patients. You know what I'm saying? Berries and melons. You know what I mean? Because those they regulate the blood. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are definitely good. And what you can also do is, it's this tea. It's called red raspberry tea.
Yes.
Yeah, you could take that. You can drink that tea, man. Drink it, mix it in with probably like some spearmint, some lavender, and some chamomile.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because, you know, I would like to, you know, because when you're on your period, sometimes there's like a strong odor.
Yeah.
I try to eliminate that odor. So I feel like I'm going to take in the melons and berry suggestion and see what I can do from there.
Yeah, see that odor is nothing but a buildup of estrogen. So you say you just switched your diet, right?
Yes, not too long ago, probably like 4 months ago.
Okay, yeah. So what your body is doing now is just that strong smell, or whatever that smell may be. It's just detoxing all the toxins and the accumulation of estrogen.
Okay.
Because that estrogen just build up, and that creates fibroids and et cetera, et cetera. But that's just your body detoxing. After a while, after a while, your the odor is gonna settle in. It's not gonna be as strong. And another thing that you can do is you could drink chlorophyll. Like chlorophyll, you can either get the drops and just put it in your mouth, or you can put it in your water and you can bust it down like that.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take that into consideration. You
yeah.
know, I praise you. You and Yakin. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it for sure. That great teacher, man. I give honor and thanks for him, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
I'm telling you, I learned a lot. Like, going to school, nursing school didn't teach me anything.
Yeah,
They only teach me what you
yeah.
need to be
And
paid.
I actually want to capitalize on what you said when you first got on. When you were speaking about the doctors, like the prescription pills. We have to understand that. For those that don't know, these pills, these over-counter drugs, they don't heal anything. They
Yeah.
don't get rid of, they don't cleanse anything. What happens is that those pills does nothing but suppress the problem and create a whole nother problem. For an example, like cough medicine. If you have a cough, you understand what I'm saying? And you go get cough medicine, that cough medicine does nothing but suppress that cough. So that means that your body is not getting rid of that foreign substance that is trying to exit the body. We have to understand that a lot of these diseases of the body is not, it's not a dis-ease that has a name. It's literally a dis-ease. The body is out of ease. The body is out of harmony. So when you're coughing up mucus, your body is doing nothing but it's a symptom of trying to heal and get rid of and eliminate whatever that's inside the body. And what we also have to understand that a lot of people have this misconstrued about mucus, right? I give honor and thanks to the great teacher, Dr. Sebi. 100.
Yeah.
I understood what he was saying about mucus. An accumulation of mucus is sickness inside of the body. Whatever you can find an accumulation of mucus inside of the body, there is a disease that the body is trying to get rid of. I want y'all to understand that mucus alone is not a bad thing. You have to understand that when you chew and you swallow food, inside of your throat canal is full of mucus. Your body, your throat literally covers the mucus to be able to go down the body and digest properly. Your entire body structure literally is made up of this thing called the mucosa membrane. What happens is that when we continue to eat certain things that override and that overrides this mucosa membrane, what happens is the mucosa membrane has a response and it secretes more mucus, and that mucus is what carries that whatever that foreign substance is out of the body. So if you're blowing your nose, blow your nose. If you have a cough, do not go get cough medicine. Keep coughing, because that's your body having a symptom to get rid of whatever that foreign substance is. You want mucus. Honestly, if you have mucus and if your body is secreting mucus, you want your body to do that. That's a beautiful thing, because that means your body is healing itself.
All praise to you. Words of wisdom. We need you in schools. We need you out here preaching to these kids so they want.
For sure.
And
Yeah, 100.
Disease, so cool.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm still learning, because what they try to program in our mind is not what the body wants us to go by. You see, my grandmother, she is 98 years old, and she tells me all the time, like, the food that you're eating is not healthy, Carla. The food that you're eating, we don't eat that lakai. And lakai means in Haiti, well, at home, we don't eat stuff like that. All the foods that we eat are organic. We don't have no McDonald's, none of that, no Burger King, any of that. She found out when she got here.
Yeah.
And she realized that's why a majority of her kids were so sick. And she tells my grandma all the time, you got to go back to your country, because you're going to die here if you keep eating their food.
Wow.
Their food is trying to kill you and, take your funds and all those things in nature. Yeah. So as I'm learning that, I'm like, I got to go to my natural habitat, because that's where I'm going to be able to live longevity. You understand me? So that's on an intellectual conversation, but to these people, it's like...
Yeah, and it's beautiful that you brought that up, because a couple lives ago, I illustrated the pig concept, right?
Yeah.
What people don't understand is that the pig is in the hippopotamus family. The pig is one of the cleanest animals. What happens is that we have been programmed and conditioned to take this pig out of its natural environment. And now this pig has no choice to roll around in its own feces, its own piss, and eat nothing you give him. You know what I'm saying? Pigs are one of the clean. So when you take the carbon beings out of its natural environment, it has no choice but to adapt to something that's more self-destructive than something that's organic to its molecular structure. So it's just interesting that you brought that up, because that's a fact.
It is, and I am a witness of it.
Yeah.
So grateful for your intellectual conversation that you give to us people.
Sure.
You know, we need you to travel all the world, all across the world, so you can understand, like, they're living in their sanctuary. Here is no sanctuary. Here is just to produce the funds and the illusion that, they create for you.
Yes.
You want to live longevity, you have to live longevity where your ancestors are from. That's how I see life. Yeah. But all praise to you, and I'm very
gratitude.
Make love come towards you.
I love it. I appreciate you, Queen.
All right, bye.
All right, Queen.
How you leave?
Most people just exit out the live and then just join back. Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's see what's popping, y'all. Let's see. I'm gonna jump into some questions real quick, but it's a lot of questions. Let's see. Okay, I got a question by A1 Taylor Made. How can we start healing? How can we start the healing process the correct way? How can you start the healing process the correct way? First thing, what I advise is first paying attention to your body. And the reason why I say that is because, and I didn't say switch your diet first, is because what happens is that a lot of people go cold turkey, and and by going cold turkey, you literally can make yourself like super duper sick. You understand what I'm saying? So I say paying attention to your body first while transitioning your diet. One step at a time, one brick a day, you will eventually have your house. All right. So I advise taking, so boom, when you switching your diet, okay, boom. I advise if you eat, let's say you eat chicken 3 times a week, try 1 time a week. You know what I'm saying? And now try, let's say, try 1 time a week, boom. Now try every other week, once every other week. Now try once a month. You understand what I'm saying? And then from there, it'll just continue going. So I advise doing that first. And also when it comes to going cold turkey, we have to understand that a lot of these meats, they are injected with chemicals. They are injected with antibiotics, all kind of pharmaceutical pills, all kinds of shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, and on top of that, the chemical that the animal produces itself when it's mad, when it's sad, depressed, when it's about to get slaughtered. You understand what I'm saying? So all of these chemicals that you're putting inside of your body, what is the organ inside the body that breaks down chemicals? It is the liver. It breaks down all chemicals, all toxins. So we have to understand that when it's being overridden with nothing but toxins and chemicals, and your liver starts to slowly digest and break down these toxins, now the toxins is just building up. The reason why I want to emphasize that is because just like when you're trying to heal, when you become healing too fast, it's called a healing crisis. A healing crisis is when you heal too fast, and now while you're healing and you're transitioning and you're trying to heal, all of those toxins are now being flushed through the liver, are now being fully circulated throughout the body. So now people that start to heal, they start getting blue face, the cold turkey symptoms, they start throwing up, they start getting flu-like symptoms, they start getting pimples and all kind of rashes and all kind of breakouts. That is because all of those chemicals and toxins are now being circulated throughout the body to be able to get processed out of the body. So that is the correct way, I would say, to start healing. Pay attention to your body slowly. you know, change your diet and start getting herbs inside of your body. Start slowly, you know, breaking down your system, and breaking down your body. Now, in some cases, you can go brazen. You can go all in. You can cleanse the body. You know what I'm saying? And not have to worry about eating vegetables. You can eat all fruit juice, cleanse the body, and go brazen. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, that's the correct way. I pray I answered your question. So, boom, boom. That was A1 Taylor Made, man. Shout out to A1 Taylor Made. All right, let's see, man. I'm gonna jump in one more question. Then we got, let me see. Somebody, yeah, it's a couple people that added. Oh, yeah, bad. It's a couple people that wanted to join in. So, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Quick question. Is antibiotics actually good to place inside the body? This is by Queen Keisha. Keisha Nichelle. Boom. I got you. Quick question. Is antibiotics actually good to place inside the body? Boom. I'm glad you answered that. You asked that question. Antibiotics. First, we got to break down the definition and the etymology of antibiotics. Anti means against. Bio means life. You're literally taking something that is against life. Now, we must understand that our gut and our lymphatic system, all our organs is full of nothing but bacteria. So when you intake antibiotics, what you're doing is you're not only killing the bad bacteria inside of your body, you're also killing the good bacteria inside of your body. That's why most people that get antibiotics, they give you something right after the antibiotics to balance on not killing too much good bacteria inside of your body. And that's why most people that, for an example, right, if you have an STD, right, and I'm speaking for men, I can only speak for men because, you know, boom. So, for an example, if you have an STD for men, right, and let's say you go get an antibiotic, right, and you take these antibiotics, but what happens is that now after what, the 2-3 weeks you take these antibiotics, you go pee, you still feel a slight burn. That's because now your body is full of, now what happens is that your body is building up this bacteria, but it's not building up the good bacteria, and now you're doing nothing but pissing out acid. You understand what I'm saying? You need good bacteria inside the body to break down these acids, to break down this the bad bacteria. So when you're taking all of these antibiotics and then you go pee, it feel like nothing went away. It feel like you're not cured. You understand what I'm saying? See, what you need is, you don't need antibiotics. You don't need something that kills bacteria or that kills the good bacteria inside of you. What you need is probiotics. You need something that is going to emphasize and create more biobifilam bacteria inside of your body to be able to kill the bad bacteria. You understand what I'm saying? So, yes. Antibiotics is not good to put inside of the body because you're not only killing the bad bacteria, you're killing the good bacteria inside your lymph nodes, you're killing the good bacteria inside your gut, you're killing the good bacteria everywhere inside of your body that literally is placed there and created to kill the bad bacteria. Your lymph nodes is full of nothing but hundreds and thousands of good bacteria that kills the bad bacteria. You understand what I'm saying? So I pray I answered your question. I pray I answered your question, Quay. All right, let's see, man. All right, boom. So we got some people that want to join in. Let's join some people in real quickly. Spit, you feel me? Word to moms, B, you feel me? Yeah, son. Let me start. All right, bet. So boom, we finna add Portia 333L. Bet, come on in. You raise your hand. Come on to the front of the class. Come on. Yeah, you raised your hand. Come on in. Come on in.
Hi. Peace.
Hey. What's poppin', Queen? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I apologize.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
all good.
Peace, everybody.
Yeah,
Peace
love.
to the gods and earth. I wanted to ask first if it was okay for me to share something. I don't want to just come up here and I wanted to share some herbs. I know you said about the red raspberry leaf.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, go crazy.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I went and got the bag just in case you did have me come up here. I get this big bag.
Yeah. That's the
of the
red
red
raspberry right there.
raspberry. Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
the red raspberry.
for sure, for sure.
This stuff literally saved my life, yo. I was dealing with fibroids, and I don't know, I felt a little bit nervous. So, but they tried to give me, like, I never took what you call it, birth control, like, in my life,
Yeah,
and I'm a pescatarian, so I kind of just like, I'm not quite sure what's going on, with this process, why that's happening.
yeah.
But I was gonna say, so I did end up taking it once because my iron got so low. I was scared. I'm like, yo, and then I had to get a blood transfusion. So it was drastic, but I took it for a little while. It didn't help. So I said, forget this. I did a detox. I did some like elimination stuff for my diet. And then, I got the herbs, a couple other things. Somebody else had asked me, I had like the yarrow for iron.
Oh yeah, for sure. Facts.
What's this? The lady's mantle.
Oh,
Like I got
oh yeah,
everything.
you got the whole thou wow.
The shepherd's purse.
Yo, you got the thou wow.
Sage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got like 62 herbs, like a small apothecary too in my kitchen.
Wow.
So, but the herbs are important. I want to thank you for sharing that with the ladies. Definitely giving all those good tips.
Yeah, for sure.
I heard something else that you said I kind of wanted to ask, but I was like, that lady that was on before, she was so cool because she just asked really good stuff, but she wasn't embarrassed or shy to ask though.
Yeah, you can ask me.
So
It's community gathering. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to be as transparent, as honest as I can be.
got you. Like, that's positive. So, all right, I heard you say, depending on the certain food combinations that you eat, maybe, like it would make you gases.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I was wondering, like, I know you shouldn't combine certain things, but say, for instance, this is strange. It's like, it's embarrassing a little bit. Like lentils. Like that. I'm like, why would I be gassy if I ate lentils?
Well, no, lentils are, do you have gas when you eat lentils?
Yeah.
Yeah, really? Well, it's probably because it's fermenting. It's fermenting inside the body and it creates the gas. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying fermenting is bad. See, what we need to understand is that what's bad when we put inside of our body is rotten. So, for an example, if you drive on the side of the road and you see a hit deer, you're going to roll all your windows up because you know that deer finna, you know what I'm saying? You're going to smell that deer about a mile away by you get going. That's because that meat is rotten. So you have to understand that meat, when you eat that meat inside of your body, it does the same thing. It rottens. It don't ferment, it rots. Now, when you eat vegetables, beans, and fruit, and things in that nature, they ferment inside the body. Now, I'm not saying fermenting is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's different processes of the body. But yeah, I mean, lentils are amazing though. And lentils are actually not beans, they're legumes, which make them even much more healthier than black beans, pinto beans, and etc.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out, you said something earlier though, and you were like, if you do this, that's what causes.
Oh, yeah, I was saying that when you eat fruits and vegetables together. So, you know what I'm saying? It causes because the body breaks down the easiest thing that the body can break down first, which is, whatever you put inside of your body, the body is going to break down the easiest thing. Our bodies are naturally frugivores. So if you eat fruit and then you eating vegetables right after that, or you drink juice and you drink fruit juice and then vegetables right after that, or a smoothie, your body is going to break down the fruit first. And so while your body is breaking down and processing that fruit, all of those minerals and vital minerals and the vegetables are just sitting there and fermenting, and that creates that gas. So,
okay, got it. I think that might have been what I did, but because I eat a lot of fruit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I eat a lot of vegetables. I love my herbs in my salad, stuff like that. Also you talked about the fibroids. I'm just curious if you had any other. Oh, you were saying something about how if you eat certain things, it builds muscle around the fibroids.
Yeah. So what I was saying was that fruits cleanse and vegetables rebuild. You know what I'm saying? So for an example, I was basically explaining that if you have fibroids, if you have cysts, if you have cancers, tumors, whatever dis-ease that the body has, what you need to be put inside of your body is fruits, because you need to cleanse. Fruit extremes, they break things down, they cleanse. You know what I'm saying? Vegetables, on the other hand, they're full of nitrogen and they're full of arginine. And so arginine and nitrogen rebuilds. So if you have fibroids and you eat nothing but vegetables, that cysts and those fibroids have the ability to get bigger, and those muscles that those healthy muscles rebuild on top of that fibroid. So you're not cleansing anything. You're just building on top of that disease. So that's basically what I'm saying.
Crazy. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't understand. I don't really eat meat. I'm a pescatarian. I try to, if I eat fish, I have what do you call it, the salmon, the sockeye salmon, you know. So I'm like, what am I doing? That this is not making no sense. What did you say? So it's building. Oh, I know what it was. So I tried it when I started trying to eat more salads, like uncooked food, because I know uncooked food is good for you because it gives you the life. So I was using like the red cabbage. So but so I'm learning now that these things are GMOs. So what do you think? No red cabbage?
Honestly, I know that the green cabbage is GMO. The red cabbage, from what my study says, is that it's full of carbon and it's full of neuromelanin. It's full of chlorophyll. You know what I'm saying? Because it's purple. It comes out purple. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that green cabbage is GMO for sure. You know what I mean? That's what I do know. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, Queen. I appreciate you for tapping in.
I learned a lot of stuff, even from the people in the comments.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Hey, it's a community gathering.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you, too, I like your, I'd seen you doing, like, flower arrangements and, you know, eating your fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, I love my flowers and my plants.
We got to make it look, what's the word? If you make being healthy look cool, just like we make other things look cool, everybody gonna want to do it, right?
Yeah. That's why that's the light. That's the light I'm shining on, being healthy, man, and teaching about meditating, become self-aware, showing self-love, man. You know, I'm not trying. I'm making it look cool. I'm making it look good. I'm making it popular. You know what I mean? Because we need that, you know? So, yeah.
Right. Exactly. All right, thank you.
Yeah, for sure, Queen. Peace.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Now, most people just exit out the live and join back because I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, let's see. Gratitude to the Queen that joined in, man. Yeah. Let's see. What's the next question? Let me see what y'all talking about in these comments, man. Let me see. Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah. All right, bet. Let me see. Let's see. Boom. Okay. This question was by Pretty Love Aline, right? It says, is it okay to eat hybrid fruit and vegetables? Is it okay to eat hybrid fruits and vegetables? Boom. Glad you asked that question. Great question. Beautiful question. Amazing question. What we have to understand is that there's two different kinds of hybrids. Okay? You have man-made hybrid, and you have what nature has created as hybrid. You understand what I'm saying now? Why do I say that? Is because now what's man-made hybrid? No, of course not. What's man-made hybrid is basically GMO. It cannot reproduce. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what's naturally hybrid, you can definitely eat because nature created it. You understand what I'm saying? God created it. The cosmos created it. So for an example, okay, so boom, like the whole concept of lemons, right? A lot of people say lemons are hybrid. You understand what I'm saying? But from now, you know, everybody got their own different perspective. Everybody got their own healing, whatever the case may be. So I can only speak from my studies, all right? So from my studies, lemons are hybrid, but they are hybrid by nature. Man didn't create, you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, the lemons without seeds, of course, but you have lemons with seed that are naturally created, you know, that grow wild. Lemon tree, you know what I'm saying? They grow wild. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to understand and based on where you shop, you know what I'm saying? And where you get your fruits and vegetables, man, what's organic, what's not organic. And nowadays they putting organic on damn near everything. You know what I'm saying? You can go to a store and get some organic oranges, and the organic oranges has not one seed inside of it. But yet you can go to another store and buy an orange that's not organic and it's full of seeds. You know what I'm saying? It's brazy. I know. Listen, it's brazy, but it's wild, man. It's sickening, and like I said, unnatural people do unnatural things. You know what I mean? So what I advise for us to start doing is to start, you know what I'm saying, setting out a goal to buying our own land and growing our own shit and becoming self-sufficient. And then we ain't got to worry about what's organic, what's not organic, eating the right foods, what has seeds, what don't have seeds, what can be reproduced, we ain't got to worry about none of that because we own our own land, we growing our own shit, we got our own water. All our water is naturally alkaline. It's not filtered water that we get out of a toilet and then we put chemicals in it. We let it sit for a year or two, and then it becomes alkaline based off the chemicals that I added, and then I put it in a bottle and put a name brand on it. Then I sell it for $8. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you just gotta be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Just be mindful, man. And what I would say, just do some more research, man. Do some more research. I pray I answered your question though. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Let me see what other question we got. Let's see what other question we got. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, somebody asked, when did you do your fruit juice cleanse and how long? I've done many fruit juice cleanse, but this is my first fruit juice cleanse in about 2 months, about 2.5 months. I started Monday. This is my 3rd day. Yeah, we're going strong. We're going strong with the SK. You feel me? Yeah. Let me see. Let me drop one more question real quick, and then I'm gonna ask somebody on real quick. Split. You feel me? Word to moms, B. What you talking about? Let's see. Okay, somebody's asked, so can the good bacteria be stripped away forever when taking antibiotics? Yes, it can be stripped away forever after a certain period of time. If you're taking antibiotics let's say you take now certain people have to take, now I'm not gonna say have to, but certain people have been programmed to have to take antibiotics for 10 years. You got 10 years of first pharmaceutical chemicals inside of your body. You got 10 years of nothing but antibiotics that has been killing the good bacteria inside of you. Yes, after a long period of time of taking antibiotics, your good bacteria can be stripped away. And now when you pee every time, you burn. You know what I'm saying? Now when you get sick, or now when you feel a cold coming on, you cannot heal within 2-3 days. You're sick for 2 weeks. Damn near on your deathbed. So yes, you know what I'm saying? Antibiotics can most definitely strip away your good bacteria, and now it takes longer, or it's damn near impossible to heal anything inside of the body, because you have to understand what truly heals inside of the body is bacteria. You need bacteria inside of you to heal anything, because why? Bacteria is what eats the waste. Bacteria is what breaks down and eats toxins and chemicals and all the extra bullshit we be putting inside of our body. You know, our mouth is full of nothing but biobiofilm. What you think saliva is? Saliva is full of bacteria, good bacteria, alkaline bacteria. That's why when you chew, remember in the beginning of this live, I was telling y'all about how important it is to chew your food. I'm still learning this. Listen, I'm on a fast, but when I eat, listen, I'm on a fast. I eat once a day, but when I eat, baby, I feast. I feast like a god, like a king. And when I eat, I'm still learning to slow down and chew my food. The reason why you want to chew your food is because now all your saliva glands secretes, it secretes the saliva, and that saliva also helps break down that food. So when you swallow, it'll be easier for your body to digest. You know, so yeah, you need bacteria inside of your body. I pray I answered your question. All right, so boom, let's see what's popping. Let's see who raised their hand. Who trying to come to the front of the class real quickly. Let's see. Who trying to come into the front of the class? I bet we're gonna add we got jojo.kb. Come on, man. You raise your hand. Come on to the front of the class. JoJo. Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Hey, hey.
Hi.
How you feeling?
Hi, my name's Josh. I'm feeling good. I'm chilling at home right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I've been kind of practicing Dr. Sebi's diet for a little while.
Uh-huh.
And that's been really transformative for me.
Mm.
But one thing that I've run into is like the mental aspect
Yeah.
of eating and how that plays a part. And I feel like it's really new to me. So seeing your videos and other people has been really inspirational for me. But at the same time, like integrating that aspect has been a challenge and something that I'm just curious about when I see others practicing, like whether it be alkalinity or just eating raw or eating the juice cleanses, anything that pertains to like eating healthy. How what the perspective is on how we can integrate this mental aspect to eating. So there's like eating, chewing the food, and really what I'm interested in is like the feeling and like how you feel and experience going into the process, and how what we might be able to do going into that process to change that like energetic vibe, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. So real quick, just a disclaimer, I can only speak on what I experience and what I do and go through. You know what I'm saying? To help me. But one of the things that helped me, like for an example, this just juice fast that I'm on. 3 days, I got 4 more days to go. First off, I prepare myself before the day even come. Now, for me, I already eat once a day. And I don't eat until 4. I train my body and I condition my body to not eat until between 4 and 6 p.m. You know what I'm saying? And so on top of that, when it's time for me to go on a fast, I tend to now eat every other day. You know what I mean? So for an example, like all last week, I would eat every other day to prepare for this fast. That's how I prepare my body. How I prepare my mental state is understanding, and understanding the things that first I can take in. For an example, my page is vegan. So when I go to my explore page, I'm going to see nothing but vegan food. I'm going to see nothing but vegans. I'm going to see nothing but people cooking. It wouldn't be smart for me to sit there on Instagram or on social media to look at different food. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, oh, I'm so ready. I'm now I get in a mind state of, man, I'm so ready for this fast to be over so I can eat. And we have to understand that, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. We have to understand the reason why we're fasting. Like, why am I fasting? You know what I'm saying? Is it the fast just to say I'm fasting? Is it the fast for a spiritual component? Like, why am I fasting? What is the reason? So once I have that why and that reason, my why is so much stronger than any what's the word I'm looking for? Anything that tries to persuade me off the path of why I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the few things that help me just first understanding and understanding my why, prepare my body, my physical body, because you have to understand that your body, your body and your spiritual body is still connected. So when you prepare your body, you also preparing the mental state as well. You know what I'm saying? So temptation, there we go. You know what I'm saying? So once you start preparing and you understand your why is so much more important than the temptation, than anything that tries to detour you off your path. You know what I'm saying? And I had posted today as well, while 3rd day, right? So for people that never have done this fast, because I heard you say that this is your first time doing it, the alkaline meals and etc., right? Yeah, so one thing that I posted on today, I was speaking about how this is the 3rd day. And I remember when I first started fasting, when I first started transitioning my body, my mental, my spirit, my soul, between the third and fourth day, I would get headaches. I'd get moody, mood swing. You know what I'm saying? I'd be mad. I'd be irritated for no reason. I'd be slamming shit just because, like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's important to understand that that you know just pretty much after a while, you know, your body just get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Your body, you start preparing your body. You know what I mean? So in simplest form, you know, I pray I answered your question.
Yeah, absolutely. I really appreciate, recognizing that the there's no separation. Or I picked up on, like you saying, when you're preparing your body, you're also preparing your mind at the same time. And yeah, I feel you. That, and the why way, I really appreciate that. It's powerful.
I don't mean to cut you off, but that's the point I was about to make.
Yeah.
So I posted today about when so after between 3 and 4 days, you know what I'm saying? If nobody has ever done this, you will start getting moody and start getting irritated, et cetera, et cetera. And I posted today because this is day 3, and majority of those symptoms start kicking in around day 3. Go sit down and meditate or breathe. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these times, all we have to do is breathe. We have to understand that depending on how we breathe, it literally secretes and releases chemicals that controls our emotions. So even if for an example, today, because it's been about 2.5 months since I literally went on a juice fast or fasted or whatever, right? Today I was feeling a little pressure in my head. So the video I posted today was like a real video of me actually sitting down, being one with myself and breathing. Literally within 2 minutes of me consciously breathing, the pressure in my head, which is what we call headaches, literally went away. Literally went away. So you know, I just emphasize that, and I want to make that point is because a lot of times we just have to understand the correct way to just sit down and breathe. Disconnect from all this electronics, because we also have to understand that these electronics carry waves. Our brain is nothing but a receiver, and it is a giver. It's a receiver and a receptor. It gives electromagnetic waves, and it receives electromagnetic waves. So you also have to understand that when you are fasting or when you're switching your diet, when you are switching your diet to something alkaline, you're killing your flesh. You're consciously killing your flesh. When you kill your flesh, that means your soul and spirit becomes more forefront. That means now your flesh is now not your flesh, but your spirit and soul can now feel these electromagnetic waves. It can feel these toxic waves, So when you start killing your flesh, and after 3-4 days, you're around nothing but electrical current, Wi-Fi, and TV, and the phone. You start getting headaches. You start getting moody. And I also posted in the post in the caption is that you need to, when you're fasting, you need to pay attention to your emotions, because you're more spirit and soul. Now you're more receptive to receiving energy as well. And when you're receiving energy, you're also more receptive to receiving emotions that's not even yours. So when you're fasting and you're irritable, 9 times out of 10, it's probably not even your emotions. You're receiving this irritation because of so much electromagnetic waves. You're probably receiving all this. You're probably irritable because of the beings that's probably around you, the people, places, and things, your environment. You know, so.
I feel that so strongly. Like, it comes up as anxiety, or like just a feeling of like, I'm way too high right now. Like, I need to eat something so I can ground, but the breathing can also assist in that process. And yeah, I feel you, especially in like an electronic kind of world existence. It's like so vital. I find that it's become such a big part of me and just all of us. So thank you. I really appreciate you and all the works and just sharing that love and appreciation.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate you for tapping in and joining the community gathering.
Yeah, I was surprised that I was put on the live. I was like, oh wow.
Oh yeah, listen, you raise your hand, you better be ready, Right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, love.
of course, Queen. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Most people just exit out the live and just join back in. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't really know how to exit people out, unfortunately. But it's all good. Mm-hmm. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I pray y'all I pray y'all y'all learn some stuff, man. Y'all learning some stuff, man. I'm gonna ask somebody else in real quick, then we're gonna tackle these other questions. But it's like 100 questions over there. All right, so bet we're gonna ask somebody in real quick. Split you for me. See what's popping, man. See what's popping real quick. I bet it's so. All right, for sure. Oh, my mom. Oh, my dude. She want to join in? Bet. I don't know if she really for real trying to join in. I'm gonna add my mom in here real quick. I think she raised her hand, so she trying to come in. Dukes raised her hand, so she trying to come in. Come to the front of the class, Dukes. She declined. It was an accident. Okay, it was an accident. I knew it was an accident. I was just trying to see if he was really trying to join. I'm gonna say this live, y'all. I'm gonna say this live. Don't trip. All right, so boom. Let me see. Request to join. All right, bet. Let's add somebody else in here real quick. Display. You feel me? Hold on, what's that? Okay, all right, so bet. Let's see. All right, we're gonna add Divine Earth Phoenix. Jessica, you raised your hand. Come on in. You raised your hand. Come on in.
Hello,
What's
everyone.
up? What's popping? What's popping?
Man, it's so much. I seen somebody say, let me turn this fan down. I heard somebody say something about doing spiritual baths with salt.
Yeah.
Now, spiritual baths actually work with salt, but you gotta get your turpentine.
Turpentine.
You gotta get your turpentine, and you gotta put 9 drops inside
Mm.
of the turpentine with the salt. And you say your prayer before you get inside the 23rd Psalms, and you say your prayer and you get in your little tub and you just wash from your head to your toe. Now, I got a little testimony. I've been doing my fast. Some years ago, I did a fast. And like you say, everybody got a reason why they do the fast. You know what I'm saying? My fast was, I wanted to be like Jesus. When you fast, you see, you hear. Those who got eyes to see, hear. Listen, it works. 100% works. I did a fast for 90 days, but I did my fast with no food, no water. Now, y'all say drink a lot of water. I say cut the water out. If you gonna fast, you sip you a little water if you thirsty, but you cut the water out. Listen, I've been doing my no meat, no bread, no cheese, no eggs. Eggs have a lot of viruses. A lot of people get viruses and diseases from eating eggs.
Facts.
You understand? It's so much flooding through my head right now.
Talk your shit, Queen. Talk your shit. 90 days?
90 days. I got proof. I got proof that I had AIDS, that I was sick. Listen, when I tell you after the end of my fast, I met the mother, I met the queen, I met the Holy Spirit, who they call the Holy Ghost. You understand? She sent me back to my body with words that I couldn't even take back with me. Okay? So after that, I understood how you call it, awakening. I started seeing numbers. I started getting bird feathers. Let me show you this, man. Listen, y'all, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. See, she started pulling out her stuff, right? I got herbs on top of herbs, 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 okay? But it's not a joke. Let me move this for you. A lot of times you gotta involve your seeds. You gotta get your hemp seeds. You gotta get your chia seeds. You gotta get your
Black seeds.
see, boy, you smart, boy, you know something. You know something. Listen, your black seeds. I think they call them Nigella, something like that. Nigella. Y'all can take a picture of this too. If y'all want to go ahead and order and get y'all herbs, y'all can order y'all herbs off there. I think it's Star West. Yeah, Star West. Go ahead and get your, y'all can screenshot that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right? Now, what people don't talk about is the shaga mushroom. Shaga mushroom is very good for a lot of cancerous things. You got cancer problems, tumor problems, anything, you get you some shaga mushrooms, and you can take it however you take it. Spirulina. Now I got a testimony with the spirulina. My dad beat me up. Busted face, everything, got 4 holes in my head. My dad is an old coon, crazy as hell. I took the spirulina. Listen, the thing healed me from the inside on out. My gums, everything. I woke up the next morning, I was able to go through a whole interview. Like, nobody knew that, you know, that's the bird up, but that's for another story. But listen, when you start seeing stuff like this, don't think you're crazy. You're not crazy. Don't let nobody convince you that you're crazy. Ain't nothing crazy about you. You get you some chia seeds. Whoever trying to lose some weight, get you some chia seeds. Matter of fact, listen, I don't eat cold. Y'all say raw. I don't eat raw lettuce and kale. I don't eat it raw. I cook it. I cook everything. And what I do is I get the olive oil. And what I did was I blended up the black seeds. Like you said, the black seed. Nagilla, right? This is my olive oil on top with the black seed oil, right? With the black seeds. And I blend it up and I shake it every day. This is what I sprinkle over my salad. Okay? I was 210 pounds. I am 171 right now.
Wow.
And I eat my avocado. I eat avocados and everything. I put and what it is you have to make your diet to the point where you would eat it. You can't just eat stuff and it ain't, you don't want to eat it. You get tired of it. Now the fruits, I stay away from the fruits. I stay away from the meat because, like the lady was saying, she was eating salmon. But you got to understand, the salmon is DNA modified. They're gigantic. They're not the actual size and they're not the actual salmon. Like you said, a lot of people say organic and they say wild caught salmon. And it's actually not wild caught. It's actually DNA modified. So I don't eat it. I don't eat it. I don't eat it. I don't eat it. Now listen, let me show y'all this. Let me see how you can turn this around. You see this? This is an owl feather.
Wow.
Listen, you see these things, you not crazy, okay? This is angelic speaking to you. Angelic divine. Listen, the doves. Listen, I got white feathers, parrot feathers, all types of stuff. God speak to us in many ways. Don't ever let nobody think y'all crazy. If y'all want to change y'all ways, change your way of thinking first. Once you change your way of thinking, don't think, oh, I didn't eat. Oh, I'm hungry. That's a mind thing. Because you're born and raised in a way to, oh, I got to eat. But in actuality, you don't have to eat to survive. When shit goes down and it's already a food shortage and shits go down, you got to be able to train your mind to sacrifice, to not eat. Because a lot of times what we need to be doing right now is studying what's around us. You got medicine all around us and what they send. Like, I'm going to tell you, I live in apartments. The rent man seen me picking dandelions up because I take the dandelions and I eat the dandelions sometimes with my salad. They send the freaking the people that mow the lawn every week where they try to make it where I don't see one grow, where I don't pick it or I don't get it. You understand? Listen, it's deep. When I say it's deep, it's deep. You got to get it when you see it. When you see the Sarah seed, I don't know where y'all from, but if you see the Sarah seed, you get you some Sarah seed. If you want to detox your body, you get you some. Man, I got so much shit running through my head right now. Oh my God. If you guys want to detox, I'm going to say for the women, you going through some cramps, you got headaches, You got hot flashes, heat flashes. You get you some raspberry leaf. Okay?
Hello.
Get you some raspberry leaf.
Tell you. I've
Y'all
been
get that
saying.
while you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Right? You get you the mullein leaf is like for people who got asthma or you got bronchitis or something like that. You can get the mullein. You can get the mullein leaf. I'll put all of this stuff up later. Blessed thistle. Now, if you want to detox your body, anything with a thistle in it, anything that has thorns,
Yeah.
listen, the things work, man. It works. Red clove is. Oh my God, y'all Google this stuff. I got red clove, I got sage leaf, I got blessed thistle, I got mullein leaf, I got marshmallow roots. Yeah, marshmallow roots. Oh, and see, people don't talk about this.
What's that?
Pollen.
Oh, pollen? Yeah, facts. Yeah, bee pollen.
Pollen. If y'all want some thick hair, decent hair, nice length hair, you can blend that up with some nice little water or your shampoo. You can shampoo your hair with the pollen. People be like, oh, I love your hair. It's so thick. Pollen. The same way it grows some flowers, the same way it's going to grow for you.
Right.
But what I was going to say, with the whole cyst things and the fibroids and shit like that, I actually had the fibroids on my ovaries. But I just drink cloves.
Yeah.
Like I drink teas. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink too much teas, but I drink teas. And I do a lot of prayer. I do a lot of prayer. So when I fast, how I prepare myself with the fast, oh man. See? Spirit telling me. Spirit say, no, don't leave that out. Okay. Listen, let me go with this thing for y'all. Hold on. Spirit say, don't leave this out. I said, okay. Let me see. Okay, and also to get rid of negative energies and spirit, y'all can get y'all some rue, and y'all can bathe in the rue. Rue is really, really good for like cleansing your auras and stuff like that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's not, man, listen. And also like if you got like herpes or you have like outbreaks and stuff like that, you can get you some olive oil and you mix that olive oil with sage leaves, with cinnamon, with bay leaves, and you make you a whole prosperity oil is what I call it. And you can put that prosperity oil, somebody told me he fine. You can put that prosperity oil on whatever breakout spot that you have. But hold on, y'all. Let me. And thank you for adding me. I gotta put
Your hand.
All right, y'all. So you got the wormwood, which is a really good detoxifying herb that actually can get rid of like your pesticides and parasites and stuff like that. Corella, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about Corella. Corella is the same thing as chlorophyll. So Corella and chlorophyll is actually the same thing. I just got mine in powder form. So you could take that as well with the spirulina. For your immune system, you want to get you some organic elderberries, and it's not nasty. You can why olive oil? Actually, I do olive oil because olive oil works for me. Like I can't really give you advice on something that never worked for me. I can only give you advice on something that actually worked for me. And I can show you this olive oil right here is actually a very good brand of olive oil. And you want to be also careful with some of the olive oils that you get because some of it is actually fake. It ain't real olive oil. But another thing is good for you is some olive leaves. It's really, really good for you. You guys can actually Google this stuff and get the information that you need. I don't know if y'all can see that, but mine is damn near empty. But that is colloidal silver that I also take. Put it underneath your tongue and you like listen, man, there's so much shit running through my head. Sarsaparilla. You got shiitake mushroom, and you got, I think, rakish mushroom. So a lot of things, when y'all stop eating meat, get on your mushrooms. Substitute your meat for mushrooms. That's number one. And you can season it. You can make it taste good. However, whatever suits you, however you want to eat it, that's how you eat it. But for me, I do mine in powder form because it's easier for me to digest. Like when you want to substitute that chewing, a lot of people have that chewing problem. You would drink whatever it is that you want to eat. Like when I was anorexic and my dad tried to help me get my weight back from me doing that 90-day fast, my dad bird fed me with like bread and milk, and he would blend it up in a blender and I would have to drink it. He put sugar and eggs in it. Like he taught me how to drink eggs and milk, and I ain't never done that before, but it actually worked to get me back in the groove of eating because I went so long without eating. So it was hard for me to even consume or chew anything because my bones were sucked in, my flesh and my everything. You lose the fat from your breast, your ass, your stomach, everything. You just straight up and down. It's like it's hard to come back from it. So when you do your fast, you make sure you do your fast for a certain amount of days. Don't go no 28 days doing no fast, and you know darn well you ain't gonna be able to recoup from that. Now, if you skinny and you want to gain weight, it's something called CB1. CB1 was what actually helped me gain weight as well. It's very expensive. It's like $60 something, but it's very, very expensive. But for me in the morning, I drink my spirulina, my chlorella, and sometimes I put it in some water and I shake it up in a little water bottle and I drink that for the day. And I take me an olive oil, a olive leaf, or sometimes I fast in the morning and I don't eat anything. So then in the daytime, I will come home and my lunch, like when I get off of work or when I have a break, my lunch will be avocado, carrots, chopped cucumbers with a little Creole season, and that'd be it. Like, so I don't try to consume so much because, like I said, my goal was to get to 165, and from 210 to, like, I even got it on my little Instagram post. No, I ain't got it on Instagram post. I think I do. I'm not sure, but I got it on my TikTok post. The things that I was eating, like the salads that I was eating, and in my salads, I have cooked kale, garlic, carrots, and cucumbers, and then in the salads I have the chia seeds, the hemp seeds, the nigella seeds, which is the black seeds. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay away from rice. Even with the pasta, like if you're gonna make you some pasta, put you some peppers and cucumbers and carrots, like, you know, make it a little different where it's suitable, where it can be an actual diet when you're trying to substitute for the meat. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I appreciate this live. If y'all need anything else, you know, any information on anything, like I said, I can show y'all the labels, and you guys go ahead and take a picture of it. But try to get into your mushrooms. Mushrooms is really, really good for the immune system, and it can help break down whatever problems that you have. But you got to understand, you have to be consistent with whatever you do. Y'all can't just say, oh, I'm going to fast, or I'm trying this for a day, or I don't try it and I feel sick. You got to keep pushing yourself to get where you want to be mentally. Once you change up your diet mentally, everything is going to change. You're going to feel better. You're going to be able to get out of bed. You're going to be able to talk proper and get away from all of the little ghetto stuff and the slang, and you gonna be a whole different person. People, listen, look at my skin. I don't put nothing on my face. You see the shine, the glow, and that ain't even dirt. It's natural, you know. So I hope this motivated someone to really get y'all life together. You can't go wrong when you go with herbs. You can't go wrong when you go with natural things. But I stay away from the fruit for the simple fact I like things that have seeds in it. And if you ain't got no seeds in it, I'm off of it. Like grapes. Grapes have seeds in it. So I eat the little grapes, but I stay away from the
Hey,
strawberries
hey,
because
stay clean. Hey, look, I don't mean to cut you off, but I got people that want to join in too. Hey, listen though, I appreciate you for tapping in. I really do. Hey, listen, I appreciate you for informing all the people that's in this community gathering, man. I really do give honor and thanks for your presence and for you tapping in with me.
it's welcome. It's welcome. Y'all be safe. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Love. All right, y'all. I appreciate it. Hey, that was very informative. Very informative. That was beautiful. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Let's see who else want to join in real quickly split. Hold on. Let me see. Let me answer some questions real quick. Let me see. Hey, she tapped in though, for sure. She tapped in, man. She tapped in, and I give honor and thanks, man. For real. That was powerful. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, so I got somebody by Maya Kulanport. It says, is white rice good to eat for pre-diabetic? What type of diet do you recommend for pre-diabetics? All right, so boom. So when it comes to white rice, we have to understand how white rice digests, how rice breaks down, right? Again, I don't know if you was here in the beginning, but I broke down fructose and glucose, right? What happens is that when you eat rice, white rice, brown rice, it breaks down into a total carbohydrate, which is sugar. What happens is your body breaks everything down into sugar to be converted into ATP to be stored as energy, right? So what happens is that when your body breaks this down into a total carbohydrate, it turns into glucose. What happens is that this glucose it needs a salt compound to be able to penetrate the blood cells. So that means your pancreas now have to release insulin. It has to release a salt compound to penetrate the cells so your body can get, so your body can get this energy. You understand what I'm saying? So and you have to understand that this is a total carbohydrate as well, meaning that it breaks down into a complex sugar, which means that the complex sugar isn't even broken down all the way down to its simplest form and to the simplest state that the body can be used as sugar. So what happens is that this total carbohydrate breaks down and it sits and it just circulates throughout the body. And what it does is it overrides the pancreas and the insulin secretion. And so now over a long period of time, your pancreas stops secreting insulin and now you need synthetic insulin. So I do not advise, if you're pre-diabetic, I do not advise you eating any rice whatsoever. What I do advise you to do is go ahead and eating fruits. That's what I do advise you to do, because what you have to do is now you have to balance. The reason why I say eat fruit is because you have to balance your pancreas now. And when you eat fruit and your fructose is broken down so it can penetrate, called cellular infusion, so it can penetrate the cells for energy, your pancreas does not have to your pancreas is not needed to secrete insulin. And like I said as well, if you're pre-diabetic, that means you are taking in a lot of complex sugar. Damn near everything got complex sugar in it. Complex sugar is basically unnatural sugar, table sugar. So if you're pre-diabetic, that means you're taking in too much sugar, too much complex sugar, too many things that breaks down into complex sugar. So what you need to have inside of your body is sugar, is fructose, fruits, so your body can cleanse. You have to cleanse all of that agglomerate of sugar that you've been putting inside of your body. So no, to answer your question, I do not advise you to eat rice whatsoever. Queen, I pray I answered your question. Let's see, what else we got? What else we got? Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Lynn DeLauren 101 asks, how often should one fast? How often should one fast? Real quick, I'm gonna add 2 more people on this live, and then we're gonna get off, y'all, all right? Because I know it's getting late. Okay, somebody asked, how often should we fast? It's really based off your diet and what you put inside of your body. And again, it's based off your reasoning. It's based off why. First off, why are you trying to fast? What's the purpose of you fasting? You understand what I'm saying? Now, for those that eat heavy meat and red meat, for an example, steak, we have to understand that when you eat steak, your intestinal tract is it's between 8 and 12 feet long. Your digestive system is literally taller than you. Okay, period. Your digestive system is literally taller than you. So when you when you eat steak, right? And again, steak does not break down. Steak takes at least steak takes at least 8 to 14 days to digest inside of the intestines to actually be able to get pooped out. You understand what I'm saying? So for an example, if you are a steak eater and you eat steak 2-3 times a week, I advise you to start, first off, let's say if you eat steak once a week, period, I advise you to fast. And I'm not saying you have to fast from food, period. I advise you to eat some vegetables or eat some fruit after you eating this steak, because it takes up to 8 to 14 days for this steak to even digest inside of the body. So while the steak is digesting inside of your body, remember when I gave the illustration about the deer being on the side of the road? You got to roll up all the windows because you know it's going to stink. That's what your inside's going to smell like. Your inside smell the same thing. For a lot of people that eat meat, to keep it gangster with you, hey, listen, your breath stink. Why? Because one, you're eating a lot of things that rot inside of the body. Another thing is because you're not giving your intestines, your small intestines and your large intestines, to digest the meat, to be able to get pooped out, to be able to get out. So when you eat meat, and let's say you eat 4 steaks, right? In 1 week, every single day, it's just steak piling on top of steak. That's where you get back the feces from. It's rotting inside of the body. So, yeah, I pray I answered your question. So, boom, we're going to add 2 more people on here real quickity split. You feel me? Word to my mom, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get off this guy. So, boom, we're going to add, it's a lot of people. All right, we're going to add Slim Orella. You raised your hand, come on to the front of the class. Slim Orella, where's Patty?
I did not think I was gonna get added.
Hey,
Oh, this is just real quick. Thank you for everything that you do. Gratitude. I really want to know. I lose weight very quick. Like I've been trying this whole eating once a day thing, and I've noticed that I can drop. I was just 130, like what 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. Now I'm like 124.
Mm-hmm.
So when on the say like a fruit detox or whatever the case, how do you think one should gain weight or keep the weight or try to keep as much weight on? Because the bones and all that showing it ain't really it ain't really nice.
Sure.
So
let me ask you, have you fasted before?
I've done a 3-day water fast the end of last year, but that was the only time.
Mm-hmm. And the weight that you are now, have you always been at that weight, or?
I've always been around 130. Yeah, but I've noticed lately more now. I'm starting to it fluctuates a lot.
Uh-huh.
And I don't really like that. And because a lot of it gets lost from my legs first.
Uh-huh.
So.
Okay. The reason why I asked this is because a lot of us, we ask, okay, well, we want to keep weight, we want to gain weight, and et cetera, mm-hmm. Not understanding that our body's natural weight
supposed to be small. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our natural weight. Like, for an example, when I used to play football, I was 230. I'm talking about, I was 230 playing football.
Eating a lot.
Because my natural weight is 175. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can gain weight, but when I lose that weight, I'm back 175. So that's one thing we have to understand. When it comes to trying to keep weight, we have to understand first, okay, what is our natural weight? Is our natural weight the weight we want to be, or is our natural weight is just what our body giving us? Another thing, when it comes to weight, losing weight and or gaining weight, we have to understand that has something to deal with our thyroids. You know what I'm saying? Our parathyroid, and if it is communicating with the neural pathways with our body and our glandular highway, because our thyroids and parathyroids is what controls our weight, us gaining weight and or losing weight. But you say you fast and stuff, so you know what I'm saying?
That was one time. That was last year. Yeah, that was one
Oh,
time.
okay.
I do want to do it again. That's why I'm asking the question,
Yeah,
because I lose weight so quick,
yeah,
and I don't want to. And I feel like me being now, like say I start now, prep my mind, do all that stuff. But me being 124 now, if I start fasting, then I'm for sure gonna drop under 120, and that's not normal. Like
yeah.
I haven't been under 120 in a while, but I know, if I start at this weight instead of me starting at like the normal 130 or whatever, then I know I'm gonna drop, and I'm just like, what?
Well, one of the herbs that are really good with gaining weight or keeping weight is called horsetail.
Horsetail.
Yeah, horsetail herb. You know what I'm saying? You can get some of that and you can mix it in with a few other herbs, a few other greens, like a little parsley or whatever, make a little smoothie or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
horsetail is really good. Like this, like horsetail herb is what they give one of the top horses. Like is literally a real good herb because horses, they want to keep that weight on the horses to look good, to sell them, and etc. So
Right.
you can use horsetail to, gain weight, keep weight, or keep the weight stabilized. So
You
horsetail
recommend that with working out as well, like simultaneously, or?
working out, of course, definitely for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Most
Okay. And one more thing. This may be like a obviously, but what's your take on like CMOS? Because some people like here and there with it. I'm all the way there with it, but then you hear other people's opinions and it kind of sways you sometimes. So
CMOS is really good. CMOS is one of the best algae to eat. What we have to understand is the difference between CMOS. We got purple CMOS and we got
right,
gold CMOS.
right,
Same as fruits and vegetables. Purple CMOS cleanse, golden CMOS rebuilds.
rebuild. Gotcha. Okay.
And now we also have to understand what kind of CMOS to get. You have to make sure your CMOS is coming from the islands, not no pool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The best way to differentiate if your CMOS is coming from a pool or is wild caught from an ocean, an island, the correct CMOS is not supposed to be thick. It is not supposed to have salt on it. You
As
know.
far as like consistency after they already made it into like the.
No. I'm talking about like the actual moss, like the dry.
Oh,
If it's
okay.
dry,
Mm-hmm.
it's not supposed to be thick. Like it's supposed to be skinny. Like if it's dried out, it's supposed to be skinny, discolored.
Okay.
It's not supposed to all have the same colors. It's supposed to be different colors. You know what I'm saying? Some can be translucent, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, when you soak the sea moss, you'll know if it's real. If it got shells in it, if it got barnacles and all kind of brazy little
Like coming
stuff.
out of it after you soak it.
Yeah, after you soak it, like when you soak it, you know what I'm saying? If you pull the sea moss out, like the reason why you're soaking it is because one, you're trying to hydrate it, and also when you're soaking it, you are cleaning it. You know what I'm saying? And so a
Mm-hmm.
lot of sea moss, when you get real raw sea moss, it still probably got barnacles on it. Probably still got a little seaweed on it. Probably still got little shells and snails on it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the best way to differentiate sea moss. Again, purple sea moss cleanse, golden sea moss rebuild. When you buy the sea moss, if it's dried, it is not supposed to be thick, nor is it supposed to have thick little salt compound shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one more thing, I apologize if you already said this. I do try to meditate. I can't lie and say that I do it consistently, so I'm trying to get better with that.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to when I said that I've been trying to eat once a day and stuff like that. Did you mention something like I get irritated? Like I get irritated so easily,
Yeah.
and I have a daughter, and she senses all that. So I'm trying not to. What do you feel if it's an herb aside from like getting in nature more, grounding myself and meditating? Is there a specific herb? I'm sure there is, but if you can say that again, if you haven't said it already.
What, to keep you from being irritated?
Irritated, like just I know you had made a little funny when you say you slamming shit for no reason,
Yeah.
saying like stuff like that. So that'll
Honestly,
definitely
there is no herb that can suppress emotions.
yeah, true.
The thing about that is that you have to first be aware of your emotions.
Right.
First off,
Right.
being aware of your emotions, you become aware and self-aware and be like, okay, let me at least try to calm down and not slam this down, or let me be more patient. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
First off, being self-aware. Another thing that I advise, of course, is continue to prepare your body of fasting or eating once a day, because we have to understand that these emotions is energy emotion. These emotions are entities. And so that means if, depending on the emotions, which is energy and motion, which are entities, depending on the emotions that we are feeling, that means we have those entities and those emotions inside of us based off what we've been putting inside of our body.
True.
So for example, when I first started fasting, right, I started fasting when I was eating meat. I was eating dairy and milk and eggs and meat, right? And so when I started fasting, I would be irritated. I would get headaches. I would feel these all kind of these entities, these emotions. Why? Because my body is now, you have to understand something. When you punish your body, when it's your body is going to punish you eventually.
Yeah.
So when you put certain food inside of your body that your body know is not supposed to even be digesting, when it's time for you to start healing, when it's time for you to start fasting and switching your diet and becoming more aware, your body is now going to be like, I bet. Now it's my turn to punish you. So you're going to get the headaches. You're going to get the irritations. So that means, basically, one, you need to fast more. You need to detox more. You need to cleanse more. You need to prepare your body to intake more clean food. So now when you do fast, when you do detox, when you do cleanse, you won't be getting irritated. You won't be getting the emotions. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is being more aware of what you put inside of your body.
Yeah.
Again, the things we put inside of our body, they carry entities. A cow that's being slaughtered at the
I
slaughter.
was just about to say that's one of the reasons why I stopped eating meat, because animals are sentient beings, so whatever emotion they felt during the time you're feeling that, you could feel that in yourself. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you. I appreciate it.
Of course, Corey. I appreciate you tapping in with me.
All right, have a good night.
You too. I bet we're gonna add one more person up in here, then we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. I know it's late, man. I know it's late. We're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna add one more person. Oh, we got a God on here. We got a king on here, so I'm gonna add him. It's been all the divine feminine, so we gonna end it real nice with the divine masculine. What's popping, King? God just being reg. You raised your hand, so come on to the front of the class, big dog. What's popping?
How you feeling?
What's popping, God? How you feeling, man?
Good, good. Quick question. I just got into cleansing and everything, and I heard that you said the best way to cleanse yourself is through fruit. So, what's some fruits that you recommend?
Cleanse?
Yeah, to cleanse.
Yeah. So seeded grapes is very good. Watermelon, all your melons, and your berries, very good. Seeded grapes. What else? Limes. Limes is very good. What you can do is, like a lot of people do, is you can heat up some spring water and you can put some key lime, not just lime, key lime.
Key lime.
Key lime. You can squeeze some key lime juice in there and you can drink it. That's a good cleanse.
Okay, key lime. Okay, and one more question. I have an older female in my family who she's in her 50s. She stopped having her periods about almost 10 years ago. And recently she just had a period and now she was bleeding really heavy. So where does that come from and how can we stop that?
Was she on birth control when her period stopped?
No.
She wasn't on birth control?
No.
And she was older when her period stopped?
Well, she was in her 40s. Now she's in her 50s.
Yeah. So it was. So what happened was is what they call menopause. And what happened was because her cycle stopped for so long and it came back. Now what it is that her body is now finally being able to detox and cleanse all of those estrogen out. Because again, a buildup of estrogen grows things, and a buildup of estrogen can eventually turn into fibroids, cysts, tumors, and etc. So, thankfully, she don't have none of that because, I didn't hear you say anything of that. But, you know what I'm saying? Thankfully, her period stopped. Did she let me see. Was she taking any medicine?
Nah, no, she doesn't take any medicine. But we do know, she does have a hard ball on her stomach, the doctors say that it's not cancerous or anything, but it's from like suppressing and like, you know, it's just years of just like really not taking care of herself. I'm talking
Man,
about my
listen, God,
mom.
hey, listen, God, I'm gonna let you know right now. Bro, don't listen. Whoever that doctor was, don't listen to him. Get whatever that stone or that whatever that is inside Queen's belly, whatever
Mm,
that is, that need to come out.
okay.
Don't listen to that doctor because it ain't cancerous. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, she need to cleanse. You know what I'm saying? Definitely cleanse, especially and whatever that is inside of her belly and inside of her stomach, that is and I guarantee it, 9 times out of 10, it's because of her period being stopped. That's
Mm,
a combination of nothing but estrogen. Estrogen grows things. Periods are there to cleanse the estrogen. You know what I'm saying? To cleanse the unfertilized eggs that was sitting in the uterus. So when
mm,
it's not being cleansed is nothing but cells. It's just an accumulation of cells. The cells just build up and build up and build up. You know what I mean? So that right there could be nothing. Could be either fibroids, a cyst. It could be a tumor inside of a. Listen, she need to cleanse, bro.
okay.
Facts. She need to
I,
do a deep cleanse.
yeah. Yeah. It's kind of hard, you know, like she's in her 50s, never cleansed before. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried about her, but that's why, you know, it really starts with you. Like your cleanse really starts with you. And
Facts. Yeah.
you start healing out. People ask why, like, wow, why is your skin glowing? How
Yeah.
are you looking like that? You know, so just got to stay on that path. And I
Facts.
really do appreciate you.
Yeah, for
For
sure, man. And listen, and if you got any more questions, bro, email me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Email me, bro.
Okay.
Because again, like on you can, you know what I'm saying, on my website, you can even go to the things that I offer and just look at the herbs and get them yourself. So if
Okay.
you got any questions, bro, email me. thebloodthatheals@gmail.com.
All right. Bet. All right. Have a good night.
All right, God, appreciate you, man.
Peace.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna add one more person. I got you. I'm gonna add one more person. All right, let's see. Let me scroll down. Boom. This one I'm adding. I am forever desire. Last one, y'all. I was unable to join. Never mind. Okay. Well, you can't join. All right. Mystic Moonstar. This the last one, y'all. We getting up out of here. All right. Last one. We getting up out of here. Oh, eczema. Oh, I can talk about eczema. Eczema ain't nothing but herpes. What's poppin', Queen?
Hey, we meet again.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember me.
Yeah, I remember.
Um, so I had two questions actually. Someone I know has a stomach ulcer, and I'm wondering if the acids from the fruit would be dangerous if they took it, or it would be beneficial. That's my first question.
I'm glad you asked that question. So I don't know if you was here in the beginning, but when I was speaking about fruits and cleansing, I also said that you want to be if you're cleansing and healing, you want to be very specific on what fruits you're eating. And I'm so happy you asked
Okay.
the question because that is true. Yes. What you want instead of acidic fruit, you want pretty much melons and berries. You know, I say this a lot because melons and berries um are very big on cleansing the body. You know what I mean? So berries and melons, yes. Grapes, definitely. Seeded
Mhm.
grapes. But yeah, any fruit that is acidic, I do advise staying away from it. And getting more you know, the other side of the type of fruit. So
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. That makes me feel more comfortable. My second question is, I know we talked a lot about like all the crap that they put in our food.
Uh-huh.
Do you know anything that's beneficial or any types of cleanses or fruits specific to someone who has food allergies?
Yeah, food allergies like peanut allergies and stuff.
A little more. So like I have a lot of allergies and stuff.
Mm.
I'd be allergic to chicken. Like
You allergic to chicken for real?
who you know is allergic to chicken, you know?
You
But
allergic
I
to chicken
feel
for real?
yes.
Wow, that's crazy. Let me ask you,
Am I what?
are you vaccinated?
Yeah, I am. But I had my allergies when I turned 17.
Yeah,
So I wasn't born with it, but
yeah,
I believe it's 100% all the crap that they put in there. So
yeah. Okay, so one thing about it, it could be different things, right? So one thing, for sure, it could definitely be the vaccine that you got, that we've gotten when we was kids. I mean, you know, our parents tried to get,
Oh,
but they didn't know. You know what I mean? The reason why it only kicked in when you were 17 is because, you know, it's like a digestive moment. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, yeah, you can get a vaccine today, but you know, you probably won't feel the effects until years later. You know what I mean? It's
right.
just like the zoster vaccine. You know what I mean? People with herpes. And listen, real quick, y'all, I'm gonna talk about when I get off. I'm gonna talk about the eczema before we get off. But
I have that. Bad.
okay. Oh, what shit? We finna talk about it right now then. So even with the zoster vaccine that they told us to get, the
Mm-hmm.
zoster is nothing but a hemith worm. It's in the herpes family, right? So when you get the zoster
What?
vaccine, you may not get herpes right now, but later on down the line, you're gonna get herpes. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Ew.
and it's crazy because I literally spoken to somebody that literally never had sex, a virgin, and had herpes. Why? Because it was through the Voster, it was through different vaccines. These different vaccines has actual diseases inside of them. Now, when it talks about eczema, eczema is actually it's I'm not okay. I know some of y'all got scared, right? Listen, eczema is herpes, but it's not like a it's not like
It's
a
not a
sexually
STI.
transmitted disease or whatever the case may be. You have to understand what herpes is. Herpes is nothing but it's nothing but a worm. It's a parasite. That's it. It's just a parasite. So, and you
Mm-hmm.
also have to understand that it's literally over 100 types of herpes. You got herpes type 1, type 2. You got the itchy elbow disease. You got eczema. It's so many types of herpes. And yes,
Interesting.
and chicken pox. You got it's a lot of different strands of herpes, and eczema is one of them. Eczema is nothing but a worm. It's a parasite that's inside of your body that lays dormant behind metals, behind toxins, behind poisons that's inside of your body. So the best way of course, to get rid of herpes is just you can do a cleanse and to do a a parasite elimination detox. You know what I'm saying? To get rid of the parasites. Now, the only thing
Mm-hmm.
about having parasites inside of your body, specifically speaking herpes, is that it's easy to get rid of the worm, but it's the eggs that the worm lays. You have to
Oh
I
my
know.
god.
Listen, I know it's crazy, but listen, facts don't give a fuck about feelings. So I gotta
Probiotics? I don't
inform.
know.
I gotta inform. I gotta get the information. All right.
I'm
So
listening.
it's easy to get rid of the parasite, but what's hard is
Mm.
getting rid of the eggs that the parasite lay every single
Ugh.
day. The eggs it lays every single day. So you got to do a parasite elimination. Of course, you got. Oh my God, you have to literally stop eating the things that causes parasites inside of you, which is eggs, dairy, and meat. Things
I'm
that
allergic to
rot.
that stuff too.
Things that rot. And now, another thing when it comes to being allergic to something,
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, a lot of things is probably it's probably not the vaccine. So, for an example, right, I'm vaccinated, right? My mom got me
Mm-hmm.
vaccinated when I was a child. Boom, she was doing right for me. She didn't know, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
As I got older, I started eating mangoes, right? I would
Mango.
literally eat the whole mango. I'm talking about the skin and all. I would love mangoes. But as soon as I would get done eating the mango, my whole mouth would break out. And I'm like, yo, damn, I'm allergic to mangoes, but fuck it, I'm gonna still eat it. But I'm breaking out. Like, I'm talking about breaking out. But then
Wow.
I started to learn about, listen though, then I started to learn about organic mangoes and things that do not have chemicals on them. Now I can go get an organic mango that don't have chemicals on it, literally pluck it from a tree.
Wow.
Last time I was in Florida, I literally plucked the tree from a mango, ate the skin, ate everything. I did not break out. So sometimes it's not the vaccine. Sometimes it's the chemicals that's inside of the food
In the
that you're
food.
allergic to.
Yeah, I noticed that because I just fasted Ramadan for a month. So, like no food, no water the whole day, eat like only uh, sundown. But I noticed my skin cleared up a lot. So I was like, 100% has to be the food. So I gotta do something like.
Yeah.
So all right, parasite detox. I'm gonna look that stuff up. I
Yeah.
appreciate it,
Man,
and
so,
I appreciate the bringing up the neuromelanin. That I'm gonna definitely take a look into. I
yeah.
need to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. For those that are asking for a parasite cleanse, you got wormwood, you got
Wormwood.
black walnut hull. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get
Yeah,
my.
yeah. Let me write this down.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, real quick. All right, so with my parasite cleanse, right? My
hmm
parasite cleanse. So I got a parasite cleanse. I got a parasite elimination tincture. I'm gonna tell y'all all the herbs right now to get rid of parasites. You can make it into a tincture, teas, or capsules, or you can do all of them. Just make sure you drink a lot of water and stop eating the things that create parasites inside of the body. So you got black walnut hull, wormwood, cloves. Oh my God, cloves.
Cloves.
This is where cloves. This is where honey baked ham came from. When the slaves had to eat the lowest of the low of food, right? They would get ham. They knew that the ham contained parasites inside of it. So what they would do is they would pour honey on top of the ham. Then they will poke holes in the ham, pour honey on top of the ham. Then they will put cloves on top of the ham. So when the parasites come out of the honey baked ham, the ham, they will eat the honey, and they will also eat the cloves, and the cloves would kill them. So
Wow,
cloves,
interesting.
yeah, cloves is really good. Let me see what
Okay,
else.
cloves,
Yeah,
wormwood, black burdock
milk
root.
thistle, thyme leaf, cascara sagrada. Man, them the best, man. What? And I got this on my website. So like I said, you can order it, or you can go on the website, look at all the herbs, get it
I'm gonna
yourself.
order.
You know what I'm saying? Do your own concoction, get it right, and get the motherfucking parasites outside of you. Now, again, one thing you have to understand, overstand, and understand is that, again, it's easy to get rid of the actual worm.
Worm, but not the eggs.
What's difficult is getting rid of the eggs. The reason why you have to be careful of getting rid of the eggs is because you can get rid of the worm, and you may not have no more breakouts while you're fasting, while you're cleansing your body in 2-3 months. Then as soon as you start eating eggs, as soon as you start drinking cow milk, as soon as you start drinking milk, you instantly have an outbreak. That's because the eggs are still inside of you. So you have to not only detox and cleanse the parasites, but also the eggs inside of you.
Eggs. Thank you. I needed that.
For sure. Got you.
All right, I just wrote down a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, that's all I had.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate these community gatherings.
Yeah, for sure. Queen, I appreciate you for tapping in with me. Y'all have a good one, man. Have a good one. All right, y'all. I pray I educated as much as possible, and y'all understood, and everything I was saying, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I really do. Let me see, man. Yeah, everybody good? Everybody, yeah, it's 11:30, man. We finna get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. First and foremost, I want to leave with a prayer. I give honor and thanks to the powers that be that have gave me the ability to obtain this knowledge, to convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach myself, to not only empower myself, but the people, places, and things around me. I also send all this energy to the beings that's on this live and that will watch this live later on. The same energy of obtaining this knowledge, to convert this knowledge into wisdom, to not only teach and empower themselves, but teach and empower their environment, the people, places, and things around them. I give honor and thanks, and I speak life and power into the powers that be. Amen. Ashe, everything, etc., whatever you subscribe to, all right? I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hey.